Now we're on the stream.
What's that?
We're on the video stream now.
Okay.
So you can say hi to all your fans.
Yeah.
Feels like they got the music louder than normal to me.
The music is loud, and maybe the cold air is making it bounce more. I mean,
yeah. They do have some on now.
I see ours isn't though.
Never.
That
one never turns on.
That
one never turns on.
I'll be selfish and say I'm more worried about ours. the person down the row for me being warm does nothing for me.
Selfish son of a gun. 10 seconds. Good afternoon. Welcome to the IRA Civic Center. It is Grand Rapids hockey, and a matinee is set against Minnetonka on J105 this afternoon. Sheldon Willis along with Grant Clafton. And Grant, you circle some games because they're rivalries. You circle some games because you got the best team in the state coming in, which is what you have right now.
Yeah, no question about it. And you know what? It's a great a benchmark for Grand Rapids in the fact that we're starting the second half of the season right now. I would say for all practical purposes, the first part of the season for Grand Rapids was pretty successful. And, I don't think they've completely, come up with their identity as a team. And I think they're still looking for that consistency. But I think we do know that they got a good goalie and a good back end, and they're able to keep things close. And we were talking before the broadcast started. I think one of the biggest things that they've had going into the games and playing against these top opponents is the ability to not get scored on in the first period. And the way that they're built, if they can keep it close, they can be a scare for anyone.
Well, and they took Eden Prairie, gave Eden Prairie a good run down at the Edina Classic in a 2-0 loss. Last week, of course, not against this quality of opponent, but they scored some goals last week, putting in 5 and 6 goals, and that had to feel good.
Yeah, and they need that, and I think that's a pace thing. They got back from playing Eden Prairie and Elk River and Roseau and Warroad and teams like that, and not to take away from the teams they played last weekend, but when you're playing at that pace at a consistently, you're gonna carry that over, and it becomes habitual. And Grand Rapids had that get going for them, and they're able to capitalize on their chances.
This is the Itasca County Public Health pregame show. It's brought to you, of course, by Itasca County Public Health. And they'd like to remind you it's okay to not be okay from time to time. And your mental well-being is very, very important. And if you don't feel right, talk to someone who can help. You can't have good health without good mental health. We'll take our first break, and when we come back, Sports Dad filling in for Joe Gigliotti. We'll take a look back at the game against Duluth-Denfeld last Thursday. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Penalty on number 16, 2 minutes for slashing.
Coach, it's all tied up. What should we do?
Okay, let's set up a solid income plan with great diversification and an intelligent withdrawal rate. Come on now, let's crunch those numbers and get that goal. For winning guidance with your retirement game plan, give the coaching staff at Claremont Financial Advisors a call to put together your winning play.
Now in front, shot, they score!
Parents, are you planning a winter vacation road trip? Is your car road ready? Your most precious cargo isn't your luggage or cooler, it's your children. When's the last time you had your tires checked, rotated, or replaced? Before you hit the road, make sure you stop into Atchison Tire and get your car road ready and safe. You don't want your vacation to end up like the Griswolds. The staff at Atchison Tire of Grand Rapids will make sure this won't happen.
Your chance to own a brand new 2022 Sea-Doo is now. Come see us at Ray's Sport and Cycle and leave with your very own personal watercraft. Why is now the best time? For a limited period, enjoy 0% financing for 60 months or 6 months of no payments followed by 1.99% financing for 60 months. You heard that right. 2 incredible offers on a 2022 Sea-Doo happening now at Ray's Sport and Cycle in Grand Rapids. What are you waiting for?
With over 120 pre-owned vehicles in stock, Grand Rapids GM should be your first stop. Get a 2022 Chevy Trailblazer all-wheel drive with only 7,000 miles for $32,974. Or a 2020 Silverado Crew RST 4x4 on sale at $39,391. See all the inventory at rapidsgm.com. Also the home of GM-certified pre-owned vehicles. Shop the area's best selection and prices. Grand Rapids GM at the Car Corner on Highway 169. Chevy, find new roads.
Trust Chandler Cushel Insurance and Grinnell Mutual to make your small business a big deal. They understand the challenges that come with operating a small business. That's why they offer specialized coverages to fit the needs of your business. Trust them for great coverage and great service so you can trust in tomorrow. Contact Joe Chandler, your local Grinnell Mutual agent, at 326-4655 today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Nooch's in the Corner is open for your convenience. Hi, this is Lisa at Nooch's in the Corner. We have propane for your fish house, we fill up your propane tank, and we don't just exchange it. Nooch's is your U-Haul rental headquarters, whether you need a trailer, truck, or car dolly, or moving supplies. Nooch's also carries one of the best outbuildings on the market, made right here in Minnesota. Old Hickory buildings and sheds have many different floor plans and styles to choose from. It's true, we no longer have gas pumps, but everything else is here for your convenience at Nooch's in the Corner.
Welcome back to the J105 pregame show. Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey today. Matinee start. 2 o'clock puck drop versus the Minnetonka Skippers. We'll get to a preview of that game, but let's go back to last Thursday, December 22nd. The last Thunderhawks game before Christmas saw Duluth-Denfeld come to town, and Grand Rapids walked away with an easy 6-0 win. Kyler Miller got things started in the first.
Brings it in down the boards, shot right on. Garski goes for the rebound, can't get it on net. Out front again, shot, goal! Kyler Miller, Johnny on the spot, right outside the crease, knocks it home.
You get enough rebounds, eventually one of them has got to go in, and it's 7:07. It finally happened.
On the 11th shot of the game, it is Kyler Miller.
Grand Rapids up 1-0 after one. Shots on goal 15-3 in favor of the Thunderhawks. Grand Rapids came out and dominated the second period, scoring 4 goals and outshooting the Hunters 13-8. Gavin Forrest got the goal barrage started at 13:31 left in the second.
Now Luka Roloff for the Thunderhawks comes out to center. Moves it ahead to Davis. Davis out in front, shot, goal. Gavin Forrest from Hayden Davis. That was a thing of beauty.
7 minutes later, Kyler Miller added his second goal of the game.
Roloff looks out front, shot, goal. Kyler Miller, his second, and that's another pretty goal.
Blaine Mortensen would make it 4-0. And Xander Scheiman finished the scoring in the second with his first goal of the game. 5-0 Grand Rapids after 2. Rapids outshooting Denfeld 13-8 in that second period. In the third, Blaine Mortensen got his second goal of the game to make it 6-0 Grand Rapids. That's where the game would finish. Running time in the last 2 minutes of the third. Rapids outshooting Denfeld 10-3 in the third, so 38-14 over the course of the game. Rapids improving to 8-3 with that win. Let's hear from Thunderhawk Kyler Miller on his 2 goals.
Yeah, it was a good game. My line mates and I were working good down in the zone. It was a good game.
And second goal, I think, set up by Luka, right? Just a nice job of coming down the boards and finding you.
Yeah, that was a perfect pass by Luka. He saw me back door, third guy, and tapped it right in.
Big game today. Minnetonka, the Skippers, they're 7-1, number 3 in the state in AA. Grand Rapids, number 20 right now in the QRF ranking, sitting at 8-3, looking for their second win in a row. Let's send things back to Sheldon Willis. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
Thank you, Sports Dad Art Schoonmaker with the recap of a very impressive win against Duluth-Denfeld. We'll keep it going with the Itasca County Public Health pregame show. Take a quick break and come back with the Chido Chat. Wade Chido coming up next on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Ray's Marine is a fourth-generation business that has been serving the Northland for over 50 years, and there's still inventory available, including London Questliner boats with Mercury motors. They're making room for the new 2023 models coming in. Ray's Marine has the boat and Mercury motor you're looking for. Visit them on Highway 2 East or reach them by clicking on the text button at raysmarine.com. Find the right boat and Mercury motor for your family at Ray's Sport and Marine, when your passion is the water.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Ask Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
Hey there, Tony here from your neighborhood Sammy's Pizza and Restaurant in Grand Rapids. While recently cheering on our Thunderhawks, I realized Sammy's Pizza is as much of a tradition around here as hitting the ice. This hockey season, I want to invite you to visit us before or after the game. Just as in 1954, every pizza is still made fresh with our signature crimp crust, fresh sauce, and our secret blend of seasonings. We're at 802 South Pregame Avenue and online at Sammy'sPizzaGrandRapids.com as well as mysammys.com.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
When it's time for a tune-up, CarQuest has all you need. Receive a $24 mail-in rebate when you purchase 8 Autolite, AC Delcor, or Denso spark plug varieties. You can keep moving with die-hard batteries. CarQuest offers free battery testing. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Who doesn't want money back, right? I'm Greg with Lake Country Power, here to tell you about sizable rebates available for co-op members. If you haven't cashed in on any yet, you might be leaving money on the table. Get more than $1,000 back for installing a SEER 18 Plus air source heat pump, $600 for installing an electric Rheem Marathon off-peak water heater, and that's not all. Dozens of other rebates are available. Give us a call or go to lakecountrypower.coop.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, facing our toughest challenges head on, believing that together we can build something better and take care of each other. Because this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Essentia Health is where you belong. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health Pregame Show on J105. Wade Chido, head coach, Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. And, well, we've had a little mini Christmas break, I guess, and a one-game week here between. How has practice gone? And guys get a little recharged, having a few days off?
Yeah, we did a lot of compete drills, skills stuff. We had a lot of alumni out there skating, and it's always fun, you know, when they come back because the tempo picks up, right? And it was good. We didn't do a lot of team-orientated things, just skills and compete and getting back to the nuts and bolts of what hockey's all about. And I thought we were flying around, zipping the pucks. Monday of this week, we skated a lot. Tuesday was a light practice day, and to get ready for Tonka today.
Well, and I know you were pretty happy after the Tuesday game. It looked like the team carried over most of those good habits into the Thursday game.
Yeah, I thought we had a solid game against Danfeld. I thought we played a sound game. It was fun to see some guys scoring some goals. Let's be honest, goal scoring has been tough for us this year, and I've kind of loosened the bolts a little bit on the offensive side of it, because you got to at least pocket a few goals in net to win games, and it's not taken away from what our concept is, working from our goalie out, but just to put them in better positions so they can maybe create some odd man rushes, and I've done some different things than I've ever done in my 14 years of coaching, to be honest. Some of the systems I'm running, so it's new to me. But at the end of the day, we got to do what we have to do to obviously be successful.
Well, and against Denfeld, it did look like that produced some of the prettier goals of the year so far. There was some nice setup, some nice passing and finishing.
Yeah, we've in neutral zone we're getting our guys a little higher, trying to bypass those forecheckers. Our D are good enough to create some space and to pass the puck and bypass a couple forecheckers. So we try to create some 3-on-2s, maybe 2-on-1s, whatever it is, 4-on-2s, whatever. 4-on-3s, it doesn't matter, just to get some offense coming up the ice, and it was good to see, and I was happy with obviously the outcome of the game.
Now you have Minnetonka in here this afternoon, and certainly by everything you look at, one of the top teams in the state of Minnesota, and it's going to test how well you compete for pucks and how much you can possess the puck here today.
Yeah, they are the top team. We can look at 100 different polls. They're on paper, they're the best talented. They're the most talented. They're the deepest team in the state. I think anybody in the state knows that's coaching, that's been around, that they're number one. And then there's a group of teams that are probably underneath them. For us, we just got to be above pucks, right, and make them go 200 feet. And they're going to outshoot us tonight. That's the truth. I know that, but we got to keep them on the outside, and then we get our opportunities. We got to capitalize.
Well, and this is a really good skating team. We've always mentioned the defense. Is this kind of a counterpunch game? When you get a chance, you got to go.
We do, that was kind of my message. We got to stay out of the penalty box tonight, which we have all year for the most part, and keep it 5-on-5, make them go 200 feet, and they love to go weak side with pucks up ice, and you counter that by just making sure you have guys back in the lanes and create them to even rushes. Our goal for tonight is to not give up any 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s. It's got to be all 3-on-3s. And like I said, good players like space. Good players like to have time. And when you get them frustrated, they're going to try to do something. And that's when you got to counterpunch and come back and attack.
Well, and you mentioned they like to spring that weak side forward. You like to pinch weak side defense. Is that something you maybe can't do as much?
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep our D inside the dots and keep them on the outside, make the shots from the outside, and clog it up as much as we can. And the kids are ready. You know what? It'll be exciting. It'll be fun. Good. It's a good measuring stick for us. You're playing the best team, talent-wise, in the state. They maybe not be the best team, but they're the most talented team in the state. And it'll be good for us to see how we respond from it.
Well, and in a lot of ways, how much fun is it to have it here at the IRA and have the top team in the state here?
Well, I explained that to the kids during our meeting. Was, you know what, it's a pretty proud tradition in this community with hockey, and it's pretty neat that teams are willing to come up here. I coached in Bemidji for a while, and it was really tough to even get a Metro team to come up to Bemidji. If we got one or two, we were lucky, and teams in the Metro love coming up here playing us, and that's just been what Grand Rapids has done in the history of hockey, and it's the people the legacy of it, and the people that have built this program up, and I told the kids, I said, we're just another footprint in the program. Let's just keep building it and keep doing the things we're supposed to do.
Well, good luck today, Coach, and have a Happy New Year.
Yep, thank you.
And that is head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, Wade Chido. Anything stick out to you with the Chido comments?
Actually, a couple things did. I think what he touched on lastly about the tradition, and I think that carries over because, even like we talked last year, the kids that come through this program are ingrained in Grand Rapids hockey. They know the success that it's had in the past. They know the players that have come through this program and the success that they've had and the things that they've accomplished. And I think it's a sense of pride that when you're on a Grand Rapids high school team that you're playing for something, and pride and competition is never something that is scarce in the Rapids program. I guess the other thing that stuck out to me was all the changes that were made, and I would say if you loosened them up offensively, that means they loosened up defensively too, and I'm not so sure that short preparation before playing this game is going to be the best antidote. However, I would say it comes back to competition, and he said the kids are ready to go and they're here to compete, and I think when you just play your game and you're consistent and you realize what you are, you can make some things happen. And if they don't want to give up odd man rushes, then they're going to lose some offense up front.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, I think that I'm not expecting a lot of sustained offensive forecheck from Grand Rapids. I think they're bailing out and trying to make sure you're even back up the ice when Minnetonka rushes.
I wouldn't be surprised to see something, like a 2-3,
Yep.
like have 3 across the blue line, and when you have 2 Bulldogs going after the puck and just grind it, and then that third guy becomes an option and you can work a 3-on-2 up top. Now, that being said, he probably won't do that since he's not going to be pinching anybody, so that would require a pinch. So I guess we'll see what happens.
This is the Itasca County Public Health pregame show. We'll take another break, come back with Sean Goldsworthy, head coach of the Minnetonka Skippers. You're listening to Grand Rapids Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Gamble, and I'm one of the commercial lenders at Grand Rapids State Bank. Grand Rapids has been a great place to raise a family, and we are lucky enough to have access to many outdoor and local amenities. Grand Rapids State Bank is a pillar within the community by sponsoring many local events, athletic teams, the arts, and the schools. Grand Rapids State Bank invests in our community. I'm Stephanie Gamble, and I work at Grand Rapids State Bank.
The Grand Rapids State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you don't have time to go to lunch, let Jimmy John's deliver lunch to you. With Jimmy John's, we can get a freaky fresh sandwich to you freaky fast. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Hi, this is Steve from Rapid Garage Door and Awning, your local garage door expert. Whether you're building new or remodeling, we have top quality residential and commercial garage doors and openers from names you can trust, like Clopay, North Central, and LiftMaster. From installation to parts, we have the products, skill, and competitive pricing you are looking for. We listen to your needs, find a solution, and stand behind our work to ensure your satisfaction. You can reach us at 218-326-1333 and at rapiddoor.com.
Fred's Live Bait and Tackle of Deer River has a great selection of live bait, fishing tackle, and gear. Get yourself ready for every fishing season at Fred's Live Bait and Tackle. They're a family-owned business that has been helping put fish in your boat and bucket for decades. Your premier live bait and tackle shop from Deer River to Lake of the Woods and everything in between. Fred's Live Bait and Tackle is a northern Minnesota fishing tradition. Open every day, 6 a.m. to 5, 1 mile west of Deer River on Highway 2.
Would you look at that snow on the driveway?
Santa, that driveway is full of snow and has enough for you to land on.
Yes, but they need to get that plowed eventually, or little Rudolph will get lost in it.
Santa, I'm going to call Yeti Earthworks. They not only do plowing, but they do salting, sanding, and snow removal.
Yeti Earthworks does it all.
Visit YetiEarth.com. Residential or commercial snow plowing. Let them get to work for you.
We all want what is best for our families. Hi, this is Nate, store manager of Super One South. At Super One Foods, we pride ourselves on fresh quality products and a clean store for you to shop in. Whatever department you are in, you will find what you are looking for, and if you can't, our dedicated team is there to help. When it comes to food, healthy choices are important for our families. At Super One Foods, we have something for everyone, and as always, it is fresh and quality. Super One Foods, proud to be a part of our community.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health pregame show on J105. Sean Goldsworthy, head coach, Minnetonka Skippers, and a very easy drive up to Grand Rapids. The drives haven't always been easy so far this season.
No, if you've been checking the weather reports around Minnesota, United States, no, it was clear as a bell. I think I set a record on a bus, 3 hours, door to door. It was great. I love coming up Rapids, so this was a fun trip for me.
Well, and it's always fun, for Grand Rapids to get some Metro teams here. You're one that does it every other year. What keeps this on the schedule for Minnetonka?
Well, first off, you're good. It's a really good game all the time. And I told the kids last time we were up here, I think pre-COVID, we lost in overtime. And you guys were young that year, but you guys really had an up-and-coming team. And the last year, we were down a little bit, and you guys came down and really gave it to us. So, I think as part of its tradition, you want to play good programs that play the game the right way. You play it straight up. And Wade does a really good job. It goes all the way back from, years of tradition of doing it. And it's just one of those trips that we think our kids need to be at and playing this rink too.
And you mentioned last year maybe Minnetonka not quite at the level you usually are. That's not the case this year. You've been putting up some big numbers.
Yeah, last year we were a little thinner on the older guys, and playing our schedule, that's going to bite you once in a while. And I thought we got worn out. But our younger guys, we had a group of sophomores and juniors that got to play a lot of big minutes last year, special teams, and they're all back, and all those kids are really good players. And sometimes you have to reload to kind of reset and get your program back in the top probably 5 or 6 teams going. And I think we're in that window right now, but it's December still. We got such a far ways to go. I was just telling Reed Larson, we're still trying to beat the fall hockey out of the kids. Learn how to play a team game, back to less individual accolades and more into team play. I think we're almost there. I think we have the talent to be pretty good probably come late February.
Well, and I think most places have you ranked, for whatever rankings are worth in December, ranked in that top 3 area already. What has been maybe the biggest win you've had or the best you've seen your team so far?
Well, we've had a little bit mixed results. We got bit, early by a section opponent in Chanhassen, and we outplayed them, shot them 2-1, and lost in a really tight one with a couple open nets. But I thought we played really well to start the year. We really played well against Andover. I thought handled them on a really good team of returning players. And then the next weekend we had Moorhead in our barn, and again, a really solid program like your own, and I thought we handled them. And then last weekend, last time we played, Rogers came into our building, and they were supposed to be, the top team from what we were told. I have no idea. And we probably played our best game of the year, held them to 10 shots, really had good pace, good tempo, special teams were dialed in, and we started to look like we should.
So, and you mentioned holding a very good Rogers team to 10 shots. What is the strength of this team? Is it that puck control and from the net out?
Yeah, I think so. We move the puck well. We have good pace, good depth. Our forwards are really skilled and fast. They get up and down the ice, but they don't cheat anything. We play 200 feet, so you'll see us play all 3 zones. Our kids share the puck almost to a fault. Our biggest thing is we got to remind our guys that they got to still shoot it in the net. But we'll have a lot of zone time. Our guys back check hard. We play with good pace. This is one of the best teams we've had in my 6 years here, and it's going to rival one of the first 2 years when we won it.
So, and you mentioned Rapids often gives you a pretty good game. As you look at Rapids, what do they do well, and what problems do they present?
Well, every inch of the ice you have to earn against Rapids. I mean, that's just how they've been bred since they were mites, and they play the game an honest way. I love it. This is the way I learned the game. So, for me, I got to spend all my time teaching these kids to play 3 zones and play as a unit, and don't be afraid to be in the D zone a little bit and finish your checks. And these guys do that. So every inch of the ice you have to earn, and you're not going to get any freebies. And every time we've been up here, you guys have good goaltending, and your kids box out, play good defense, and they play as a unit. So as long as that continues, you're going to be pretty good at hockey.
Well, we're looking forward to it. We always look forward to having Minnetonka here. So good to see you, and good luck today.
Thanks, Sheldon. Appreciate it.
And that is Sean Goldsworthy, head coach of the Minnetonka Skippers. Sometimes you have to read between the lines a little bit when a coach talks. I don't think you had to read between the lines there. He's pretty confident.
Yeah, he's pretty confident, and he knows what he has, and it's kind of become a little bit of a consistency for him at Minnetonka. And I think the big point is, as he touched in on the end, is Grand Rapids does a good job of boxing out in their defensive zone, and I think that it's fair to say when you have a fast, skilled team, it's going to be a question, are they able to penetrate that box, or do they stay on the perimeter? If they stay on the perimeter, they're going to have a hard time scoring, especially against Miles.
Yeah, I think that is going to be the key. Can you keep those shots from the outside, give Miles a good look at the puck, and play well in your zone and make them earn their goals? Then you got a shot every night.
Absolutely.
And this has been the Itasca County Public Health Pregame Show, and they would like to remind you of the importance of getting enough sleep. Children should try to get 9 to 11 hours, teenagers 8 to 10. Put down the devices, get some Z's to be at your best in the game. Starting lineups are brought to you by Skoglund Electric. They are proud to be your hometown electrician, proud to support all Thunderhawk sports, and proud to provide first-rate electrical service in the Grand Rapids area. And I'm picking up the starters from the PA announcer because I wasn't given my promised line sheet for the Skippers. They will start in net number 31, Kaiser Nelson. At 1 defense, Liam Hupka. And at the other defense, number 23, Gabe Tibbetts. Up front will be number 11, Ashton Schultz, 6 goals, 6 assists. And he's flanked by number 21, Sam Sheets. Sheets 5 goals, 8 assists. He's a junior. And also number 22, Javon Moore. For the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, Miles Gunderson in net. Up front will be Blaine Mortensen, flanked by Gavin Forrest and Hayden Davis. Defense, Kyle Henke and Bauer Murphy. Coach Anderson just flips those 2 defensive pairs. One gets to start one night, the other the next. So next game, you can count on it. It'll be Stauffer and Roloff.
Whatever works. Got to spread the wealth. Everybody wants to hear their name called.
Well, I think for Grand Rapids, you really do have 4 very equal defensemen, and those 4 will play and play and play.
Yeah, there is. There's going to be no shortage of ice time for them. And, sometimes, I'm not saying that this is the way it is on this particular team, but sometimes you got to play the psychological game where when you hear your name called, you feel like you're a little bit more on top of the world. And I think if your players are feeling good about themselves in some way or form, then they're probably going to play good. So.
This has been the Skoglund Electric starting lineups. When you need electrical work done, contact Skoglund Electric. Personal hometown service, personable and hardworking, and a proud supporter of hardworking Thunderhawk sports. Hey, one more break and the face-offs ahead. Grand Rapids and Minnetonka coming up on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
It's time to drop the puck on the best home deals in the Northland. Wayne Roskus here, sales rep for Eisman Homes in Cohasset. We are here so you can score the best deals of the season. Don't get a 2-minute penalty for holding off on visiting Eisman Homes' brand new location. Manufactured and modular homes are always your best shot at realizing the home of your dreams. For the best game plan, team up with Eisman Homes. The biggest save will be on your investment at Eisman Homes of Cohasset. Your home now.
Hi, this is Alex, and my mom and dad are Brandy and Gabe Miskowicz, proud owners of the Dutch Room. Did you know that the Dutch Room has been a part of this community since 1974, and that we are known for the best pizza, burgers, and wings in town? Did you also know that the Dutch Room has big screen TVs, a pool table, game room, and a party room? The Dutch Room in Grand Rapids, the best place to eat and spend time with family and friends. Come check us out.
When you're looking for a realtor, you want to look for somebody that has experience. They have knowledge of contracts and the process.
The market's drastically changed, and you need a professional that's been through a lot of other homes in our marketplace to understand the true value.
The business has gotten complicated. I think that there's a lot of obvious pitfalls that people don't realize.
And it's just so important to get it right the first time.
Work with the best. Coldwell Banker Northwoods, Itasca's real estate leader.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aiken provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we've put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand. We'll get it done. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
What does it mean to be a member of Paul Bunyan Communications? It means we invest in you. We invest in the most advanced fiber optic network available to give you access to the fastest internet speeds, now up to 10 gig. We invest in our team to give you the superior customer experience you deserve. And we invest in the latest in technology, like the free GigaZone app. On top of that, as a cooperative member, you share in our success. Are you ready for better service from a provider that invests in you? Join us today. We're Paul Bunyan Communications, and we're right here.
And we are ready to go. Minnetonka in the blue, going right to left. And fanning on the shot as we get underway is Javon Moore. Puck into the Grand Rapids zone. Minnetonka was ready to go right away. They were standing there at the faceoff circle for 30 seconds?
They were, and that Javon Moore is going to be fun to watch. He's actually growing even from the springtime. He's a very skilled hockey player, tall and lanky, and can put the puck in the net.
Puck in the Minnetonka zone. They clear out to center. Flip back in by Henke. Just kept it away from icing. Back to get it is John Stout. We're just underway from the IRA Civic Center. Coming in on the far side is Stout. Stout's shot on the short side right on. Gunderson swallows that up and holds for the faceoff.
And that's the shot that Grand Rapids is looking to get a whole bunch of this game, because if they throw that at Miles, he'll stop that puck.
Well, yeah, they'll. By the way, the JV team gave up 50 shots in a 6-1 loss to Minnetonka, but Grand Rapids would give up 50 of those.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's not a quality shot. I mean, that's something that you can live with.
Long shot from the point from Gavin Gary. Might have been going wide. Marv says it was going wide. He didn't give him a shot on net, but it's gloved anyways by Gunderson. He'll hold for the faceoff. And I think Miles is willing to glove those and take lots of faceoffs tonight as well. Just slow the game down a bit.
Exactly right. That's the perfect point. I mean, when you're playing fast teams, you slow them down and it frustrates them.
Grand Rapids behind their own net now. Kyler Miller, his clearing pass hits the skate, goes back behind the Grand Rapids net. Roll-off, reverses it to Miller on the far side. Miller bangs it off the boards, has a little bit of room, and then he is skated off the puck. That was close to interference.
It was close to interference, and it was close to a good half breakaway there. The puck just didn't bounce perfectly off the wall for him.
Into Grand Rapids zone. Here's Kyle Henke, head up, finds Caleb Gunderson. Nice to see Caleb back after going through concussion protocol.
He's going to be a big help for this team. I was a big fan of him when I saw him get his chance early on, and he's going to really help this squad. Smart player.
And he is kind of the floater. Grand Rapids dressing 10 forwards this afternoon. Big hit behind the net. That was by Henke as the puck comes out of the Grand Rapids zone. Minnetonka in their own zone. We'll take it back out to center with Krebsbach. Krebsbach, long rink-wide pass, and Clares can't find it. Comes back in on Gunderson, who holds it for a face-off. And Caleb Gunderson was really taking charge of that number 3 center spot when he got the concussion against Elk River. And nice to see him back, and he's going to kind of float through all the lines tonight.
He's a really smart player, and he was a good addition to the lineup when they gave him that chance, and I think he's going to help down the stretch immensely.
Puck flipped into the Minnetonka zone. Grand Rapids going 1-2-1 here as they didn't let the third line come out. And an offside call on Minnetonka will take the face-off back outside of the Minnetonka zone. 14:49 to go, no score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard.
A lot of speed on that rush. The puck movement just wasn't quite quick enough to keep up with the offside winger.
This is the Mortensen line. Blaine Mortensen leading the team in points with 9, 5 goals and 4 assists. As the puck comes to Stout, Stout shoots it into the Grand Rapids zone. Luka Roloff tries to move it up the half wall. Pinched off there by Schultz. Schultz gets a return pass deep in the corner. He'll go back to the point, kept in by Hupka. Now puck at the near side. Grand Rapids trying to dig it out. Gavin Forrest gets it just out to center where Stout picks it up and shoots it back in. Both teams making changes, and Grand Rapids back to pick it up. Roloff takes a look, moves it up to Garski on the far side. That doesn't connect, and here come the Skippers into the zone. Hupka pinches in, brings it behind the net, comes back to the point to Stout. Stout goes D to D, shot. Did that get through or blocked at the defense?
I think it hit the defenseman's elbow. I think Will Stauffer blocked it.
This shot does get through. Scramble in front. Puck still loose. And Grand Rapids will move it out of harm's way. Miles Gunderson without a stick as it comes back to the point. Shot and save without the stick. A low shot without a stick. That's a goalie's nightmare, and Gunderson handled it.
He had it tracked pretty well. I think he got it with the blocker.
Minnetonka putting on some pressure now. 13:29 to go. Long shot goes into the netting. Grand Rapids happy for that faceoff.
I think we can conclude that Minnetonka is a good team. And here's how you can tell. They're smart on their shots, right? They move the puck on the outside. The other thing I think I would say is going to be a consistency as they're trying to get behind the defenseman's heels, where you have 2 forwards below that goal line, and these defensemen aren't forcing shots through every time. They're willing to throw it down low and let the forwards pick it up.
Back to the point and kept in by Pasqua. Puck goes to the far side, looking for that weak side shot at the face-off dot. Nicely defended by Grand Rapids at the half wall. Trying to move it past Scheinman. Now the puck out front. Shot goes just wide as it changed directions. This is the third line, and Gunderson. Actually, this is I have not seen this combination exactly. Scheinman, Drennan, and Gunderson out there.
I've not seen that either, but give a shout out to Scheinman. He's had a nice little couple weeks the way he's been playing.
Puck to the Minnetonka line, and back to get it is Robbie House. House moves it behind the net for Clares. Grand Rapids makes some changes. Off the boards, Stauffer stops it at the red line, shoots it back in. Leaving it there is Kaiser Nelson. Shots 5-0 Minnetonka. No score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Minnetonka in their own zone. Mortensen pinches in, keeps it down low as Sheets goes back to get it. Sheets takes a bump, moves it to the half wall. Hayden Davis tries to cut it off. Long shot by Stauffer, kicked into the corner by the defense. Now Clares behind his own net. Comes up off the wall to Moore. Moore drop pass, and the shot is going into the netting, and on the shot, Sam Sheets destroys the stick, and broken equipment brought to you by Clafton Skate and Equipment. If Sheets needs a new stick, he can pick one up before he leaves.
Yeah.
Hundreds of composite sticks in stock by Bauer, CCM, and True, and from the beginner to the pro, Clafton Skate has you covered right across from Minnesota North College on 169. Back to the point, long shot, tracked by Gunderson into the corner. Now high slot, and a nice defensive play. Although it ends up with an icing. Kyler Miller, that's staying home in the high slot, taking a scoring chance away.
That's good discipline, and that's a good stick pressure. Luka Roloff had one earlier on Sheets with when you said he broke his stick, and then right there by Kyler Miller, not leaving the zone too early and not cheating, and able to break up a play.
Garski going up against Gavin Gary. Puck goes into the corner, back to the point to Stout. Stout gets a return pass, his shot right on, and Gunderson puts that into the corner.
Doing a really good job is Minnetonka with having a guy in front of the net, and Miles doing a tremendous job finding the way to find that puck.
6-0 shots on goal, but I don't think anything has been closer than about 35, 40 feet so far.
No, and I think Minnetonka might be hoping that maybe they can get some, maybe a garbage goal here to start with all the traffic they're putting in front of the net.
You mentioned in the pregame, Grand Rapids has not given up a first period goal yet. I may have jinxed them. If they give one up, everyone will blame me, but need to keep on with that tradition here this season.
Yeah, if they can do that, they're going to be in a lot of games, and they're going to be really scary for teams.
Caleb Gunderson tries to put it into the zone, comes off his stick as McCuskey out to center. Gunderson takes a hit as he flips it into the Minnetonka zone. Now here come the Skippers out to center with Holzer. Ryan Holzer will lead the rush, gets across the blue line. Puck in the Grand Rapids zone. Stauffer puts it to the far side. Luka Roloff bangs it up the boards, and Scheinman off the glass and out to center. Back to get it is Krebsbach. Krebsbach comes near side, and the puck out to center, but Stauffer stops it, flips it deep into the Minnetonka zone. Still no score, 10-12 to go. Grand Rapids yet to have a shot on net, but they haven't given up a goal yet. Long shot, flipped aside, and Luka Roloff delivering the hit. Right after that, Gavin Forrest, puck just ahead of him, and it's an icing call on the Thunderhawks. Paul Bunyan Communications, CarQuest, Mackley Auto Repair, Super One Foods. Among our sponsors, no score, 9:58 to go first.
Grand Rapids hasn't had the puck a lot, obviously, but when they do get the dump-ins, they are going hard. They're going two men hard. They're trying to sustain some sort of forecheck, and I think the big thing is they don't want to get in a horse race going up and down the ice. They got to try to sustain something down there.
Mortensen and Sheets as the puck slides in on Gunderson, so he covers it, and we'll do it again. All of, 3 seconds went off the clock there?
Yeah, face-offs will be important. They're looking to pull that guy off the wall and come across the slot. So Grand Rapids is going to want to pay attention to that.
That face-off, one back to the point. House's shot goes into the corner. Thunderhawks will get it out to center with Mortensen. Mortensen gains the line, long shot, off a skate and into the corner. Mortensen delivers a check as the puck slides out to center. Murphy flips it back into the Minnetonka zone. 9:34 to go, still no score. Robbie House trying to work his way around Drennan. He will, but loses the puck at center. Puck coming to Kyler Miller. Miller makes a nice move off the boards. Mortensen, looking back for Miller, and Miller taken down. No call.
I'm going to have to disagree with that one, Sheldon. Absolute tripping call. Great play by Kyler Miller and Gus Drennan there.
Now out to center ice, and coming in is Sheets. Sheets gains the line. Thunderhawks stop it, get it out to center. Shot back in by Stout as Gunderson leaves it there. Yeah, Rapids looked like they at least had a somewhat of a scoring opportunity developing. And Kyler Miller taken down, no call. We're going to get an Iron Range game here today.
It was a great little play, a little entry zone play, and Kyler didn't get rewarded for his efforts because he made that guy tear him down with his speed.
We'll have an icing call here on Minnetonka. Still no score. 8:39 to go. Wade wasn't kidding when he said they'd get outshot today.
No, and right now, you know what? I don't think you pay attention to that. I think it's quality of shots, and I think that, granted, I like their game right now so far, the way they've handled this.
Off the face-off, puck fought for in front. This is what I would consider the normal third line out with Scheiman, Luke Dulong, and Will Shermone. Now into the Grand Rapids zone. Comes Hagen Burrows. Burrows back to the point, puts it
right to the
down
back
low.
wall. Right to the back wall, and the guy breaks off. He's wide open every time.
To the point again. Comes this side to Stout. Stout flips it wide of the net. Goes to the half wall on the far side. Trying to cut out in front. Scheiman tries the poke check. Can't get it. Can't get possession. Back to the point. Puck pass was tipped, but doesn't get out of the zone. Thunderhawks, this third line struggling to get out of the zone. Back to the point, shot, goal.
I think that might have been a little bit of a screen there.
Liam Hupka scores from the point. Hupka, a senior defenseman, his third goal of the season. Give you just a little trivia that I picked up before the game. Liam Hupka's dad and Will Shermone's dad were roommates in college at Augsburg.
Oh, there you go.
1-0 Minnetonka. And again, that was a law. I'm sure Gunderson was screened.
Yeah, I think he was screened, and that was Minnetonka scores the goal because of the in-zone time spent there. They had a lot of opportunity, and just kicking the puck back to the point, going low to high off of that back wall makes things difficult.
1-0 Minnetonka, 7:37 to go first period on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Kyle Henke, his shot right on, and Nelson makes the save. Nelson, a 1-1-2 goals against average. They check on something at the boards, at the Dasher boards, right behind the Minnetonka net. So the Thunderhawks do indeed give up their first goal in the first period, first goal of the season that they've given up in period number one.
I think that's inevitable. I think it would be a far stretch to go 25 games without giving up a first period goal, but a heck of a run, no doubt about it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Now how about, now you can answer, right?
Yeah, they can, and I think like the shot that we just saw from Kyle Henke is what they're going to be dependent on, and getting pucks through from the point and making some noise in front of the net, and that's how they're going to need to get going here and get on the scoreboard.
Well, they did get their first shot on net. It is Hupka from Hagen Burrows and Gavin Gary at the 9:17 mark. Always have it easy here at the IRA because Mr. Burt, Marvelous Marv himself, keeps that live scoreboard updated on Hockey Hub for us.
Yeah, I'm glad he does too, because I even forgot to record the goal, which is my job.
You had one job.
Yeah.
So a little ice patching being done. This game brought to you by S&S Meats, Itasca Reliable Insurance, Jimmy John's, Ray's Sport and Marine, and Fred's Live Bait and Tackle. So just a little soft spot or a little chip out of the ice right by the dasher boards. Look, I don't see any water. They're just trying to pack some ice shavings in it.
Yeah, it must be under the yellow strip or plastic strip.
Because sometimes you'll see a little bit of water try to freeze that down. Maybe they'll do that between periods.
Probably.
I'm going to say Rapids hasn't put that much pressure on the ice back there this period.
No, they really haven't.
Minnetonka wins the faceoff. Holzer
Goes
around. Here's a 2-on-1 for Minnetonka coming in. Shot in front goal.
They let that 2-on-1 develop for a long time before he made that pass, but what happened there was the wrap play, and he sucked that offside defenseman outside the dots with two guys coming hard to the middle, chipped off the wall, 2-on-1, and then a nice little play. And the only adjustment you can make on that is you just got to tell your defenseman you can't go running outside the dots.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Wade Chido said in the pregame. Lunsky finishes off the rush. It's 2-0 Minnetonka. And a big hit on Kyler Miller as Miller takes the hit at center ice. Drennan puts it behind the Minnetonka net. Javon Moore picks it up there. He'll leave it behind the net for Holzer. Puck still behind the Minnetonka net. And now Moore. Moore moves it ahead. This is a 2-on-2 rush. Shot goes over the top of the net. It also hit Gunderson. It'll come back to him at the side of the net. Picks it up and holds on for the face-off. Even a 2-on-2 rush is scary with this team.
Well, just because of the speed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When you come with that speed and you have the skill set to play at that speed, it's very difficult to defend.
Krebsbach and Jack Sand pick up the assists as those goals, 22 seconds apart. Puck comes outside of the Minnetonka zone. Luka Roloff back to get it. Roloff tries to get it outside the zone. Hayden Davis will. After it, Grand Rapids with a little bit of something working. And the long shot by Mortensen goes wide. Gavin Forrest goes after it, but Sheets moves it to the other side. Mortensen takes his man into the boards. Overskating the puck initially was Sheets. Sheets. Boy, puck changes direction so quickly. Comes to one side and then back to the other.
Blaine Mortensen has had a good start to this game. He's made some good little plays.
And he's been playing very well as sharp angle shot goes wide and will rebound out to center ice. 2-0 Minnetonka on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Also tell you that Rapid Fuel bringing you video this period. As we have a YouTube stream, video stream for every home game. Puck in the corner with Luke Gary, back to the point. Hits a stick and goes wide on the point shot. Drennan tries to pick it up, moves it up the boards. Thunderhawks will get it out. Drennan avoids the check, loses the puck. Stout can't move it in deep. Puck caught in the breezers of Hagen Burrows. Now finally drops out. We're one tick away from getting a face-off out of that, right?
We were, yes.
Burrows didn't know where it was, couldn't find it after it dropped out of the breezers. Puck at the top of the circle in the Grand Rapids zone. Thunderhawks pick it up. Here comes Will Shermone out to center. Shermone, long shot on net. Turned aside by Nelson. So it was this third line that was scored on. I like that Chido rolls them right out 2 shifts later.
Yeah, I think it was off the face-off, so you just kind of lesson learned and stay with your guy.
Puck comes to the Grand Rapids line. Stauffer picks it up. Now the puck ends up deep in the Grand Rapids zone. Stauffer double teamed there, able to tap it to Roloff. Comes back to the point. Oh, shot right on. That was a tip by Lunsky in front, looking for his second goal, and a nice save by Gunderson. 2-0 Minnetonka, 4:08 to go, period one. Lunsky can't control it, but it's backhanded deep. Roloff back to get it for the Thunderhawks. Roloff reverses it to Stauffer. Stauffer takes a look, long pass ahead, and they say tipped by Davis, no icing. Davis after it with the rest of the team making changes. Leaves it there for Mortensen. Mortensen now to Forrest. Forrest back to the point. Quick shot by Murphy. Goes the other way. Now coming in, trying to fight his way in with Sam Sheets. Sheets can't control it. Centering pass, backside shot, saved by Gunderson.
Really good save by Miles as he had to go post to post on that one. And good little play by Minnetonka.
2-0 Minnetonka. This game brought to you by Winnie Trading Post, Lake Country Power, White Pine Jewelers, and Grand Rapids Chevrolet GMC. Face off to Gunderson's left, 2-0 Minnetonka. Back to the point, goes past, and with a little bit of room, here's Miller, and Miller is unloaded on.
I gotta ask how you lose your glove.
Shot right on. Gunderson makes the save. Okay, the hit that finished Kyler off was a solid hit.
I would say yes.
There was hooking before that.
There was hooking before
that held him up.
But here's what I don't like. The guy that hit him came from clear across the rink and didn't stop moving his feet. Now, great work ethic.
Yep.
But at the same time, you kind of got to slow her down a little bit. Good job by Kyler. He's drawn 2 penalties in my mind tonight.
Yeah, they haven't given either one to him. Caleb Gunderson, I was going to say wins the draw. You can't say you win the draw when the other team picks it up and gets a shot on net, but he put it where he wanted it.
Yeah, you can't say he won it, that's for sure.
Pulled it behind, and McCuskey stuck in, got a shot on Gunderson. 2:56 to go as Roloff tries to move it up the boards. It hits high off the glass, fighting for it at the half wall. Thunderhawks will pick it up now with Roloff. Roloff shuffles it to Stauffer. Stauffer.
Good play. Good look off.
Ahead to Shermone, and we'll have an icing call as it goes off Shermone and down the ice. Yeah, it was. It was like a cornerback looking off a safety.
Yeah, Will's really good at that when he brings the puck up. He surveys the ice really well, and he kind of got him to bit and opened up Will Shermone there. Just didn't handle the pass.
Face off in the Grand Rapids zone. 2:37 to go first period. Moore, his shot goes wide. Skipper's applying the forecheck back to the point. Kept in by Hupka, who has the first goal of the night or the afternoon. Yeah, nice crowd for a matinee game on a work day.
It is. Can't complain about that.
Puck towards the front of the Grand Rapids net. Gunderson tries to poke the puck away. Instead, it jumps over his stick and into the chest, and he'll hold it for the face-off.
Minnetonka is a good team. There's no doubt about it. And what they do, they always have 2 guys on the puck. You see Javon Moore battling. Bauer Murphy staples him. A nice little play by Bauer Murphy, but that next Minnetonka forward able to pick it up. And they're always all over the puck.
Minnetonka wins the face-off, trying to get it out front. Gunderson didn't know where it was and able to stay square and get it.
It's the second time they've ran that face-off play in 2 draws. They're looking to have the middle of the ice winger pick it up, go down, and you have sliding down the offside defenseman on the backside. It almost worked that time.
Rapid Fuel Nutrition bringing you the video this period. And they've proudly been serving the Grand Rapids community for 14 years, offering delicious and nutritious meal replacement shakes, plus fun, energy-boosting teas. They did run the same play back behind the Grand Rapids net, but Grand Rapids now picks it up on the half wall. Drennan looking for Kyler Miller. Didn't quite connect on the cross-ice pass. Miller's been active. He's been the most active forward, him and Mortensen.
Kyler Miller's had a great game. I mean, and you know what? The skating, his ability to skate helps.
Has the puck right to the edge of the net, and we're going to have a penalty shot here. Grand Rapids defenseman jumped on it in the crease with Gunderson out of the way on the other side, and we're going to have a Minnetonka penalty shot.
Did he jump on the puck?
I don't know, but I saw the penalty shot sign.
I saw the puck bouncing on the goal line, and I didn't see a guy smother the puck in the crease. Penalty shots are accustomed here at the IRA Civic Center against big game teams.
Yeah. Happened against Andover last year. And taking the penalty shot will be Hagen Burrows. It's not like soccer. In this case, you can pick your guy, right? Anyone who was on the ice.
Yes.
Because it wasn't a guy being pulled down in a breakaway.
You're probably right. I don't even know the rules, Sheldon. I just threw out whoever I wanted until I got my way.
Okay, well, that works. That works.
That would let them correct me and just play.
I want Dante to take it. No?
Yeah.
Well, how about Ben? No?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
They were on the ice.
Hagen Burrows to take the penalty shot and already a 2-0 Minnetonka lead. And here we go. Burrows picks up the puck. He's going to take the winding way, comes across the net, stick handles in, and Miles Gunderson able to keep the toe of the pad. He was going the wrong way, left the pad out there just long enough.
He's really athletic, Miles. He's really good at covering post to post, and he's a tough goalie to score on when you try to deke him.
And we'll give we can give Miles the save of the game on a penalty shot save, don't you think?
I think so.
Brought to you by M&H Convenience Store. When you're on the run looking for a quick and healthy snack or drink, it's M&H Convenience Store. They are the place to stop. Save 5 cents per gallon when you pay inside. So he keeps it a 2-0 game, 1:34 to go. Mortensen and Lunsky taking the draw. Rolls back to the point, kept in by Stout. Puck at the side of the net, right in front. Another great save by Gunderson.
That's the save of the game.
That's better than the penalty shot. I have to agree with you. Right out in front, and Gunderson makes a stellar save. Now here's Stout. Stout, top of the circle. That's blocked by Gavin Forrest. 1:07 to go, and right now Minnetonka cruising up 2-0, looking for more. Tip just wide by Lunsky. I think the second line has been the best line for Minnetonka.
Yeah, I think they've done a really good job. They're going to get a little penalty here, though, it looks like.
Well, Lunsky now has a penalty to go with his goal as he takes a holding call. Again, video this period. We'll finish it up. Brought to you by Rapid Fuel Nutrition. Their mission to provide our community with a healthy option while on the go and give back to the community as much as they possibly can. You'll often see them serving donation teas and shakes in the hockey arenas at local schools and other local businesses. Visit their new location, 901 Northeast 4th Street. Face off to the right of Nelson. A Grand Rapids Police Department power play. Puck to the point, kept in by Henke. Finds on the backside, good chance for Davis. And the save is made. Puck flipped into the crowd. 41.9 seconds to go. Grand Rapids Police Department reminds you, leave sooner, drive slower. And
big power play here for Grand Rapids.
Leave sooner, drive slower, live longer. There, I knew I could.
Sorry, I thought you were
come with
done.
that. I thought I was too, but I messed it up. Boy, Grand Rapids, they've struggled on the power play this year. It's only a 7.7%. But if they could score here in the last 30 seconds on the power play, you go into the locker room with a whole different feel.
It would be big, especially with those saves that Miles made.
Here comes more stick handling in against Stauffer. Gets the shot on net. Gunderson stops that. Thunderhawks have to go the length of the ice here as Stauffer tries to drop it for Mortensen. Taken away. Minnetonka picks it up, plays with it, shoots it down the ice, and that'll do it for the period with 1 second left. And there goes the buzzer. Thunderhawks trail 2-0 after one. They will have a minute and 3 seconds left in the power play when we start the second. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Taco John's Family Pack in a Pound is here to feed the fam on a budget. But with 4 soft-shell beef tacos, 2 beef meat and potato burritos, and a full pound of crispy potato olays, it could also be the Girls Night Pack in a Pound. Or the Let's Make a Pit Stop Pack in a Pound. even the everyone take 5 pack and a pound. For just $19, it's a deal, no matter who you call family.
The Family Pack and a Pound, only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download the app, earn free food.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I am working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
If you're looking for a one-stop shopping destination while traveling through Deer River, or if you're a long-term area member, the Northern Star Cenex Travel Center's friendly, hard-working staff is there to serve you. Hungry? Choose from Pizza Hut Express or the new North Country Deli. Plus, there are plenty of snacks and beverages to choose from as well. Check out the Northern Star Marketplace, too. Enjoy Chester Chicken and Caribou Coffee. Northern Star Cenex and Northern Star Marketplace in Deer River.
When it comes to vehicle repair, you want the job done right. Look no further than Mackley Auto Repair. Mackley's work is guaranteed for 12 months or 12,000 miles. Let Mackley's ASE certified mechanics take care of your brakes, tune-ups, diesel repair, and battery testing. Mackley Auto Repair is your full-service shop specializing in electrical diagnostics. Get back on the road quickly with Mackley Auto Repair, downtown Coleraine.
Hey, it's Taylor from White Pine Jewelers. Let us help you with all your jewelry needs this season, whether it's repairing your family heirlooms or finding the perfect holiday gift. We have a wide selection of inventory available to us in all price ranges, and most repairs are done in-house, often with a 1-week turnaround. With nearly 40 years of experience, you can trust that we'll do our best to find or create whatever it is you have in mind. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pregame Plaza, South Grand Rapids. On Facebook and online at whitepinejewelers.com.
Like peanut butter and jelly or rain in April, hockey and dentistry go hand in hand. Some things just belong together, so it should be no surprise that GR Dental are proud to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey. From checkups and cleaning to dental implant placements and restoration, GR Dental is the winning choice for top-tier oral care. Let doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and the entire team at GR Dental help keep your smile looking its best. Call 326-3438 or find them online at grdental.com.
2-0 Minnetonka after a period of play. Sheldon Willis along with Grant Clafton at the IRA Civic Center as we're being entertained by the youngsters here between periods. So we'll have a little longer period break. So you have more analysis time, Grant.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
That's just what people needed, more of Grant.
Yeah,
no,
I don't think so.
Well, you know, as we were, and we weren't chatting, but I was just thinking about the game here during when we were taking that first break. I don't know if Grand Rapids could play a lot better than that. They didn't play a bad period. They were skating hard. They showed a few flashes. Minnetonka is that good.
They are that good, and I mean, on the positive side, I don't think Grand Rapids was outside of their competitiveness. I mean, they handled the speed really well, and Minnetonka, a lot of what they've done is just really good things. They're really disciplined off of face-offs. They enter the zone with speed. They got 2 guys on the puck. I mean, they play a really complete game for what you're looking for, and they're getting rewarded for it. And you don't get 21 shots in one period by going through the motions.
And Grand Rapids gave up 1 odd man rush. They give up 1 2-on-1. It's in the back of your net.
Yeah, and I mean, it was an exceptional play. I mean, I would have thought you would have made the play or the pass over a little earlier, but he waited until he got to the goal line. And, I mean, it was goal line to goal line pass, and in the net it went.
And I forget who the defenseman was, but he played it well, kept pinching it off, taking away the pass.
Yep.
And I still have no idea how they found that passing lane. He laid out on the ice, and they snuck it just underneath him.
The guy that scored the goal, Alex Lunsky, I give him a lot of credit because he didn't just continue on the net on the 2-on-1 on a flyby, tap it in. He stopped. And he stopped at that pipe, and he followed that puck into the net, and that's why it went in. So it was really good execution. And
the first goal was scored by Hupka as Hupka scored from the point on a screenshot that went in. Gunderson, in the last 2 minutes of that period, also had the stop on the penalty shot, which was a great save, and then made an even better save about 15 seconds after that.
No doubt, and I think I don't think it's going great when you get the save of the game and then 30 seconds later the next save of the game. And it trumps the one before it. I mean, that's never a good sign, but to Miles' credit, fantastic job. And, you know, score-wise, Grand Rapids very much in it with 1:03 left on the power play to get a scoring chance.
And Hayden Davis had Grand Rapids' only scoring opportunity in the last 30 seconds on the power play. Puck came to him. He was in a decent scoring spot, and he has one of the best shots on the team. Just couldn't put it past Nelson.
Yeah, he's just going to have to, you know, they're going to need him to let that shot go. And I mean, I would say that it's pretty safe to say that Grand Rapids isn't going to get a lot of opportunities off of the rush. So I think they need to get into that grinding mode where pucks are on the net and you're crashing that net and crashing the goalie, and the net's going to have to come off the moorings a little bit, and it's just going to have to be a dirty style of play that, you know, you get rewarded for it.
Yeah, well, you got to make the goalie, you got to make the defenseman a little uncomfortable in their own zone. Grand Rapids hasn't been able to do that so far. We'll take another break, come back with our Anderson, Oppoven, Stauffer, and Jan between periods summary. 2-0 Minnetonka after 1, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Parents, are you planning a winter vacation road trip? Is your car road ready? Your most precious cargo isn't your luggage or cooler, it's your children. When's the last time you had your tires checked, rotated, or replaced? Before you hit the road, make sure you stop into Atchison Tire and get your car road ready and safe. You don't want your vacation to end up like the Griswolds. The staff at Atchison Tire of Grand Rapids will make sure this won't happen.
A chubby little snowman had a carrot nose. Along came a bunny, and what do you suppose? That hungry little bunny, looking for some lunch, grabbed the snowman's nose, nibble, nibble, crunch. Looking for something to nibble on this holiday season, head to S&S Meats, where we have everything you need for your celebrations. Everything but the bunny. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from S&S Meats.
Enjoy some of your all-time favorites at the Timberlake. You'll find forgotten classics like liver and onions, seasoned pork chops, and smothered hamburger steak. The Timberlake offers shareable selections too, including the Timber Basket and Wings and Rings. You'll find lots of options for lighter eaters and more appetizers, including escargot. Try the pecan chicken salad or a crock of French onion soup. Something for every appetite. The Timberlake, Highway 169 South, Grand Rapids.
Penalty on number 16, 2 minutes for slashing.
Coach, it's all tied up. What should we do?
Okay, let's set up a solid income plan with great diversification and an intelligent withdrawal rate. Come on now, let's crunch those numbers and get that goal. For winning guidance with your retirement game plan, give the coaching staff at Claremont Financial Advisors a call to put together your winning play.
Now in front, shot, they score!
Your chance to own a brand new 2022 Sea-Doo is now. Come see us at Ray's Sport and Cycle in Leaf with your very own personal watercraft. Why is now the best time? For a limited period, enjoy 0% financing for 60 months or 6 months of no payments, followed by 1.99% financing for 60 months. You heard that right. 2 incredible offers on a 2022 Sea-Doo happening now at Ray's Sport and Cycle in Grand Rapids. What are you waiting for?
The Red Tank Bonus Cash Holiday Sale is on at Grand Rapids GM with over 100 new Chevrolets in stock or in transit, like a 2023 Equinox LT all-wheel drive on sale for $30,790. A 2022 Silverado Crew 4x4 with custom package and 2.7-liter turbo high-output motor for $43,020 or just $40,520 for Chevy loyalty owners. See all the deals at RapidsGM.com or stop at Grand Rapids GM at the Car Corner on Highway 169 South. Chevy, find new roads.
Between periods 1 and 2, a 2-0 Minnetonka lead. Time for the Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer, and John between period summary. They've been serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917, proudly supporting the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team, wishing them a winning season. A period dominated by Minnetonka. With a 2-0 lead, what do you have, Mr. Clafton?
Start out with the shots as Minnetonka has the shot advantage in a 21-4 in the first period. Goals being scored. First goal by Minnetonka was scored by number 17, Liam Hupka, with the assist from number 19, Hagen Burrows, and number 15, Gavin Gary. And it was a nice little play. They just held zone time. Had Rapids kind of running a little bit, got the puck up to the point, Hupka able to shoot it in and score off of the screen. And not much longer later, number 12, Alex Lunsky, makes it 2-0 with an assist by number 8, Maxwell Krebsbach, and number 9, Jack Sand. And I think what's a little nerve-wracking about that is 21 and 22 aren't on the scoreboard yet, and we saw quite a bit of them and the success that they're capable of having out there. And penalties, Bauer Murphy gets a delay a game penalty for jumping on the puck in the crease, which may or may not have happened. And that was a penalty shot that was awarded to Minnetonka that Miles Gunderson came up with a really good save on. And then at the end of the period there, number 12, Alex Lunsky gets a holding penalty to give Grand Rapids a power play, which they're currently on and have a minute and 3 seconds left.
And Marv is on scoreboard duty tonight, so Janae's given us the extra stats. Has blocks 8-1 Grand Rapids, hits 18-12 Grand Rapids, face-off wins, 4 wins, 16 losses. 4 out of 20 on the face-off dot. And I think we saw that and saw that was some of the problem in the defensive zone. Scoring chances, I will just say Janae is very parsimonious with giving out scoring chances. She has it at 3-1. I would give Minnetonka a few more than 3, but I'll go with what Janae says.
I would also agree with you, being that Miles has 2 saves of the game.
Yes.
And they've scored 2 goals, so that's 4
so you
right
got
there.
4 there. You know, and it's not like Grand Rapids has given up double digits in scoring chances, but I'm going to say 5 or 6.
I would say somewhere in that area, yeah.
That is your between periods summary, brought to you by Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer, and Jan Law Office, serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917 and proudly supporting the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team, wishing them a winning season. We've got the Zambonis out doing their thing. We do have enough heaters on that I'm not too cold now. How about you, Grant? You okay?
I still want to complain because I'm looking above and I'm not seeing the one directly in front of us on.
I don't know if that one works. I've never seen it on.
Like I said earlier, the guy, when they're warm on the right and they're warm on the left, that does nothing for me. So
well, that one spills over a little bit. I'm feeling the
I
heat.
can't celebrate this like you are,
Okay.
Sheldon.
Yeah, it's warmer than when I got here, so I'll take it.
There you go. I would agree. I'm a little warmer too.
2-0 Minnetonka after a period of play. One more break, and when we come back, it's second period action. Thunderhawks and the Skippers on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Ray's Marine is a 4th-generation business that has been serving the Northland for over 50 years. And there's still inventory available, including Bennington pontoons and Yamaha motors. They're making room for the new 2023 models coming in. Ray's Marine has the pontoon and Yamaha motor you're looking for. Visit them on Highway 2 East or reach them by clicking on the text button at raysmarine.com. Find the right pontoon and Yamaha motor for your family at Ray's Sport Marine, when your passion is the water.
Trust Chandler Cushel Insurance and Grinnell Mutual to make your small business a big deal. They understand the challenges that come with operating a small business. That's why they offer specialized coverages to fit the needs of your business. Trust them for great coverage and great service so you can trust in tomorrow. Contact Joe Chandler, your local Grinnell Mutual agent, at 326-4655 today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Nooch's in the Corner is open for your convenience. Hi, this is Lisa at Nooch's in the Corner. We have propane for your fish house, we fill up your propane tank, and we don't just exchange it. Nooch's is your U-Haul rental headquarters, whether you need a trailer, truck, or car dolly, or moving supplies. Nooch's also carries one of the best outbuildings on the market, made right here in Minnesota. Old Hickory buildings and sheds have many different floor plans and styles to choose from. It's true, we no longer have gas pumps, but everything else is here for your convenience at Nooch's in the Corner.
Hey there, Tony here from your neighborhood Sammy's Pizza and Restaurant in Grand Rapids. While recently cheering on our Thunderhawks, I realized Sammy's Pizza is as much of a tradition around here as hitting the ice. This hockey season, I want to invite you to visit us before or after the game. Just as in 1954, every pizza is still made fresh with our signature crimp crust, fresh sauce, and our secret blend of seasonings. We're at 802 South Pregame Avenue and online at Sammy'sPizzaGrandRapids.com as well as MySammys.com.
Second period is coming up. Minnetonka leading 2-0 after a period. There's a lot. There's just an awful lot of matinee hockey around the state today. We'll go over a few scores that we have. Minneapolis over Breck 4-3 in overtime at the Herb Brooks Holiday Classic. Apple Valley Burnsville over Anoka 3-0. Apple Valley and Burnsville both used to send teams to the state.
They do. In fact, one of the best state tournament games I ever watched was Apple Valley versus Duluth East, which I will tell you, in my opinion, Duluth East won.
Yep. Most people in the North have that opinion. The goal that was never counted. But now they combine with, and I remember Burnsville back in the day going to state.
Yeah, in fact, I think they played Rapids in like 2007 or 2006 in one of those trips in the first round, I believe.
So, but now they're combined. You got a co-op, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, Apple Valley, Burnsville together now. They beat Anoka 3-0. Prior Lake over Chaska 7-1. Holy Family Gentry Academy, a 3-3 tie in overtime. Champlain Park over Rosemont, or Rosemount. Which is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would say
I think it's Rosemount. Champlain Park over Rosemount 7-4. Red Lake Falls over Ely 3-1. Bagley Foston defeating Moose Lake area 5-1. Two Rivers over Marshall 5-0. So those are games we have finals on. So those had to get started, at 11?
Yeah, I would say probably
11 or noon at the latest. Here it's 2-0 Minnetonka. Also a game we have an in-progress score on. Prairie Center leading Redwood Valley 2-1. We do have more hockey this evening on Rapids Radio on our sister station, 96.9 KMFY. Greenway and Cambridge Isanti going at it at the Snake Pit. Hodgins-Berardo right there in Coleraine. That game tonight at 6 o'clock, and then tomorrow night, more Greenway hockey versus Delano.
Oh, it's good that they keep that on the schedule. We played them quite a few times back in late 2018, I think we started doing that.
Yeah, sounds about right. So both teams back out on the ice. Miles Gunderson stretching to our right. Kaiser Nelson probably did some work on the bike, get warmed back up before he came out for the second period. Shots on goal 21-4, scoring 2-0 in favor of Minnetonka. And for Grand Rapids, I will be interested to see if they can find another gear that's just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I think that they're going to come out a little bit faster because I think they know that they're in this game and on the score, and they also know that they're a shot away from making it a 2-1 game. And one little tidbit here is the goalie down for Minnetonka he's only had 4 shots. So that's maybe a little advantage for Grand Rapids going into this power play if they can throw some at them.
It is a Grand Rapids Police Department power play for another minute 3. As the cheerleaders clear the ice. It is Lunsky, who also has a goal, who is in the penalty box. Grand Rapids will send out Mortensen, Davis, and Gunderson. That's an putting Gunderson right up here on this first line power play.
He's smart and he sees it. I think it's a great move.
Puck comes to the Grand Rapids line with Roloff as we're underway in the second period. Stoffer comes up the middle. Stick handling out to center. Gains the red line. Tries to split the defense and took one too many stick handles. And Grand Rapids trapped offside.
So that was a great job by Will, bringing it up the ice, not moving it because no one came at him. Only thing I would say is when he gets to that point to about the Grand Rapids mark, dump it in that soft area and let that winger go grab it.
Now here's Roloff as Grand Rapids wins the draw. Roloff shoots it in. I think it hit the helmet of the Minnetonka defenseman. Now Grand Rapids has zone possession. Trying to get it back to the point was Mortensen. That's blocked. Puck just out by the Grand Rapids blue line. 25 seconds left in the Grand Rapids power play. Back to the point. Shot goes just wide of the net by Stauffer. Now out front, shot! Oh, nice save by Nelson. You mentioned a good move putting Gunderson out there. He was right on the edge of the crease, got the centering pass, but couldn't put it by Nelson.
He has some uncanny talent where he knows where to be and he knows where to put the puck. And great job, too, by Blaine Mortensen, as it's clear to see that Minnetonka's throwing everything at him on the wall. They're not going to let him have a lot of time to set up.
Thunderhawks win the draw. That's the second straight draw that Mortensen's won. David gets it back to the point. Now here's Roloff. Roloff looks for room. Back to Stauffer. Quick shot. Goal! Will Stauffer on the power play with 2 seconds left in the power play. Thunderhawks cut it to a 1-goal game as Will Stauffer gets his 4th of the year.
Real good play there by Luka Roloff as he pulled it all the way across, drew the guy to him, threw it back to the other side. Great net front presence, and Will Stauffer, he can score. He can shoot the puck well, and he can score goals, and he gets rewarded with it. Good play all around by Grand Rapids.
So it just feels like a brand new hockey game at 2-1.
It does.
Now you got to consolidate that, play some good hockey. Now a 5-on-5. Thunderhawks get a power play goal. They haven't had one for a while. And we'll check out the assists here in a moment. Obviously, Roloff gets one as an icing call on the Thunderhawks. 2-1 Minnetonka on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard.
There might only be one assist because I think Will passed it to Luka and then got it back.
Face off back in the Grand Rapids zone. Lunsky taking the draw to the left of Gunderson. Face off won by the Thunderhawks. As Davis stick handles to center, puts it into the zone. House back to get it. House leaves it on the near side for Clares. Clares up to Lunsky. Lunsky gains the line. Long shot. Pad save by Gunderson. Thunderhawks almost lose it in front of the net. They will get it back to the point. And then the puck comes back down low out front. And that's cleared away. Outside the zone now for Clares. Clares comes through the middle, and the puck into the Grand Rapids zone with both teams making changes. Bauer Murphy gains the blue line, dumps it in. That was an awkward looking glove attempt by Nelson. Thankfully for him, it went wide.
Yeah, it was a little sidewinder. I think he tried to turn his hand to it. Like he had a Rawlings on or something.
Yeah. Exactly. It looked like a first baseman on a little pop fly and couldn't get it with the big trapper. Thunderhawks behind their own net, partially fanning on the pass, but the Thunderhawks are able to get it out to center. Nice pass ahead. Here comes Drennan. Drennan moves it down low, working against Stout.
Little handcuff pass there. That's hard for a defenseman when that pass rides the rail.
Yes, it is.
And you got a guy coming at you ready to blow you up.
Thunderhawks get it out to center ice.
That's another hook I think they just missed.
Yeah, not calling the stick work, really.
Another drawn play by Kyler Miller.
And now back checking is Mortensen, picks it up. He had Gunderson breaking, didn't see him, now finds Gunderson, shot! And Kaiser Nelson makes the save, and it goes over into the netting. Oh, you were pointing at Gunderson initially, and then Gunderson got to the perfect spot on the backside.
He just delays, and he just gets right into the right spot at the right time, and great pass by Blaine Mortensen.
So unless I'm completely blind, I'm not agreeing with what they have up on our live scoreboard. It was not roll off from Mortensen.
Correct, it was not. I'm more than happy to give Blaine an assist if they want to. But
well, he can have assists just for how he's played this whole game. Puck deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Thunderhawks trailing 2-1. They have scored here early in the second. Second, I believe, has been their best period of the season. And they score early here on the power play. Dulong stops it, gets it out to center, no farther. As coming back the other way is Javon Moore. Moore cuts in, shot right on, and Gunderson holds on for the save. Moore was trying to deke him across the net and come back short side, and he had it.
He's a fun player to watch. I like what he brings to the table. I like his lanky build. I like his hands. He has a big reach that changes the angles on shots, and good job by Miles holding the pipe there.
Shimon wins the draw. Roloff fights for it. Comes to Stauffer. Stauffer backhands it to the near side. At the half wall, Thunderhawks third line out there with Shimon, Dulong, and Scheiman. Puck to the far side. It'll bounce outside the zone. Robbie House has to go back to get it for the Skippers. Backhands it up the boards now to Krebsbach. Krebsbach to the line. Flipped outside the zone by Stauffer. Puck still at neutral ice. Looking for some room was Krebsbach. That shot blocked. And now the Thunderhawks. Shimon can't get it out to center. Goes to Stauffer. Stauffer ahead to Scheiman. Scheiman after it. And no icing call as Claire's back to get it. Out to center. Turning, coming into the zone. Thunderhawks gave up the blue line way too easily. Puck just slides past the open post.
Another big save there.
Long shot right on. Gunderson makes the save, and the net comes off its moorings. 11:30 to go. Period 2, 2-1. Minnetonka on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Video this period brought to you by Melissa Roberts, Patriot, Realty, EXP. Face off to Gunderson's right. Puck behind the Grand Rapids net. Fight for it into the near corner. Out to the blue line, not out yet. Now it will slide out. Tyler Miller giving chase. Gets it into the zone, but Gavin Gary picks it up. Gavin Gary comes through center. Into the Grand Rapids zone, works it around Murphy. Behind the Grand Rapids net. Still fighting for it behind the net. Gavin Gary can't find it. Back to the point. Nicely done there. Shot goes just wide of the net from Hupka. Hupka has a goal already. See how he picks his lane. See why he scores. Ooh, now a one-timer, and that is a blocker save off the stick of Sam Sheets.
Good save by Miles Gunderson. I don't think I'm saying anything out of line here, but I'll make a prediction.
I'll take it. I'll hear it.
Miles Gunderson is going to spoil somebody's happy time in about a month and a half.
Yeah, I like that. Puck out in front. Shot. Oh, my goodness, what a save.
I'm going to have to give that the save of the game, Sheldon. I got to trump the other two.
Off a nice pad save rebound right out in front. He robs, who was that? Was that Sheets right out in front? Robs him with the glove and holds on.
That was the perfect time to make a prediction, huh?
Yes, it was. That was like a call of a home run or something. Back to the point, kept in by Minnetonka. Still just a one-goal Minnetonka lead on the Miles Gunderson. Great play. Here's Hayden Davis with a little bit of room. Has Gavin Forrest going to the net, taken into the boards in the corner. Forrest comes in to support. Back to Mortensen. Mortensen stops it, tries to flip it in, and comes back outside of the zone. Mortensen able to recover and back check. Now Hayden Davis off the boards, finds Mortensen. Mortensen triple team, knocked off the puck. quickly ahead. Moore, Javon Moore gets it back behind the net. Moore spins around. Thunderhawks gain it with Mortensen, flip it up the boards. Trying to get it out was Shermone, can't do it. Back to the point to House. House comes near side to Clares. Clares, long shot, gobbled up by Miles Gunderson. So if you give him another save of the game, we'll give M&H another shout out for the third save of the game that we've given out. Keeps trumping himself as the M&H Convenience Store. When you're on the run looking for a quick and healthy snack or drink, it's M&H Convenience Store. They are the place to stop, and you can save 5 cents a gallon when you pay inside. Thunderhawks win the draw. Shermone looking for Dulong up the boards.
There it is. That's what they needed.
Gunderson intercepts the puck at center ice. Gunderson. So a different third line out there as they move Shermone to the wing and put Gunderson in the middle between Shermone and Dulong.
That's what you kind of need there for Grand Rapids, what they did there with Caleb getting the puck in deep and Will Shermone breaking off of it and getting after it. That's a good play by Will.
Now here's Shermone. Shermone gains the line. Drop pass for Gunderson. Has a little room. Shot right on. Rebound up the slot, but no one was there to pick it up except Robbie House for Minnetonka. Now here comes Lunsky. Lunsky. Drop pass. Shot by Sand. Doesn't get through. Puck out to center ice. Now here's some room. Coming in. Shot by Miller. Save. Rebound. Tip just wide. And then Miller takes his man into the boards hard.
Kyler Miller's having a heck of a great game.
Kyler Miller's going to score this game.
He deserves it.
It just feels like it.
He deserves it. He's got for his speed and his size, he's got a great shot.
Back to the point. Shot right on. Rebound. Tipped away by Drennan. Drennan moves it out to center. Shot back into the Grand Rapids zone. Trying to spin was Stoffer, loses an edge. Puck right out in front, kicked away.
Good job by Garski dropping back into the slot to help out there on an unfortunate edge loss there by Will.
Puck at the half wall in the Grand Rapids zone, comes out in front of the net as Drennan flips it out to center, down the ice. Thunderhawks, they say no icing.
I love the wave off by the young fellow. I think he saw what I like that.
Drew Kushel waving it off, with the referee having his hand up. Out to center. Yes, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Coming in was Henke to make it a 3-on-2. Now he'll leave it for Gavin Forrest. Flips it back to the point, but it gets out past Luka Roloff. Flips it into the zone, delayed offside. Long pass ahead, tipped into the Grand Rapids zone. Now here's a turnover, and just overskating the puck was Javon Moore.
He made a heck of a play knocking that out of midair to even getting the chance he had.
Puck kicked into the zone. His stick was tied up, and Moore just tapped it with his skate to save the icing.
Yeah, he's a nifty player.
Now here's Kyler Miller. Or Hayden Davis, rather. Davis taken into the boards as he gains the line. Puck comes back outside the zone, and now we're going end-to-end. Out front, little drag move. Thunderhawks able to stop that. I don't know if the Thunderhawks want to get into this track meet, but right now we're back and forth.
I don't think they want to, and it's a good thing that Sheets went and skated behind the net, because if he would have went to the front of it, it would have been a touch goal. Not even Miles Gunderson can stop that.
And an icing call on Minnetonka. But I would say you'd rather go end-to-end than get stuck in your own zone.
Yeah, that's true.
They now do have the goal corrected on our live scoreboard. Stoffer from Roloff, they'll give the second assist to Hayden Davis.
Very good.
6:12 to go in the second period. 2-1 Minnetonka on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Chipped off the boards. Here's a possible 2-on-1 for Minnetonka coming in, and Stoffer blocks the pass.
Great play by Will Stoffer.
Minnetonka now at neutral ice, putting it in. Shots on goal, 29-7 Minnetonka, and it's a 2-1 Minnetonka lead on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. They are the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Video brought to you by Patriot Real Estate EXP. And with the real estate market feeling like it's changing every day, if you want to sell or buy, the realtor you choose makes all the difference. You can rest easy when you hire the local market expert. That's Melissa Roberts with the Patriot Real Estate Group, EXP. Find her Facebook, Instagram, any of the social medias. Want her on your side. 5:41 to go, second period, 2-1. Minnetonka with the lead, but the Thunderhawks, they have found another gear this period.
They're playing good hockey.
Puck out in front, slides all the way through the crease. No one can get to it. Turning at the wall is Krebsbach. Krebsbach taking off the puck. Puck out to center ice, and we'll have another icing call on the Thunderhawks.
I think it's a great growing opportunity for both teams, especially at this point in the season where, Grand Rapids is finding out that, we can play with the best in the state and give ourselves an opportunity in late February. And I think it's a great growing opportunity for Minnetonka, being highly rated and maybe getting frustrated a little bit, and a chance to grow as a team here and get through some adversity that Grand Rapids has given them, and Miles Gunderson specifically.
Hayden Davis gets all the way behind the net. He's taken... That looked like another hook to me. Taken out behind the net. As now coming the other way are the Skippers. Out front, shot! And another unbelievable save by Gunderson. Market, that is, if you include the penalty shot, that is the fourth grade A chance right, from 5 feet away that he's taken away.
That's 4 goals that he's taken away. I mean, that was a picture-perfect play by Minnetonka. Not much more that they could have done differently on that. I mean, executed very well, and Miles just so athletic, and he's certainly been the difference maker in this game.
Well, if Grand Rapids is going to beat the top teams in the state, they're going to have Miles Gunderson come up big, and he certainly has today, keeping this a 1-goal game. Puck in Minnetonka zone. There's only so many saves of the game we can give him, though. He's had his quota now.
That was a great save, but the other 3 were that much better, which is scary.
It was, because that was, so you can go multiple games without seeing a better save than that.
Correct.
Nice stick handling move by Bauer Murphy, but then partially fans on the pass, has to go D to D behind the net to Henke, shovels it up the boards, comes outside the zone to Stout. Stout shoots it right back into the Grand Rapids zone. Henke back to get it. You have no time back there out front. Shot, another save by Gunderson. Now here's Mortensen out to center. Nice job by Kyler Miller of just stretching back to get onside. Nice job by Forrest to keep it in. Puck slides in on Nelson. He'll put it into the corner. Here come the Skippers out to center with Sheets. Sheets goes wide, puts it into the zone. Roll off. Can't move it ahead. Puck still deep in the Grand Rapids zone. Now back to the point. Far side shot goes over the net. That was Danny Pasqua. I don't know that we've seen, and Ryan Holzer out there. I don't know that we've seen this D group out for Minnetonka before.
Not sure.
Now roll off, stick handles in. Grand Rapids stays onside. Gavin Forrest tries to put on the brakes at the half wall. Behind the net to Hayden Davis. He's skated off the puck by Holzer. Now Holzer gains the blue line, flips it in. Lunsky works in against Roloff. Roloff tries to hold him against the boards. Also coming in to support is Sand for Minnetonka. 2:45 to go. Puck comes back and past the point. Will Shermone out trying to apply the forecheck, and he will. Shermone making a pest of himself down low. And finally Minnetonka will get outside the zone. Coming in was Lunsky. He's taken off the puck. Thunderhawks try to get it out to Gunderson. Holzer will shoot it back into the Grand Rapids zone. Stauffer back to get it with Lunsky attacking. Stauffer. Well, you better move the puck quick, right?
Yeah, you definitely have to. Real important 2 minutes here left for Grand Rapids, because if they can get out of this period unscathed with a 1-goal deficit, they got rid of that long change. And when they're trapped in their own zone in that long change, that can become a problem, and that'll help out in the third.
Bauer Murphy gains the blue line, follows the puck in. He's taken out of the play behind the net. Still fighting for it. Gets it out front. No one was there for Grand Rapids. Center had come back to support the puck behind the net. There was no one in the slot. Quickly off the boards. Nice pickup by Kyler Miller. Miller has Garski going to the net. Can't get it to him. Garski behind the net. Taken off the puck by House. House moves it up the boards. 1:26 to go in the period. 2-1 Minnetonka. To the far side to Clares. Clares out to center. Puck bounces around. It'll come back in the Grand Rapids zone. And Luka Roloff back to get it. Roloff quickly ahead. Here's Miller. Miller overskates the puck. Able to get it ahead to Garski, who flips it in. Grand Rapids changes. Minute left in the period. A 2-1 Minnetonka lead. Quickly ahead. Skate to stick for Hagen Burrows. Puck in front. Gunderson makes the save, holds on for a face-off. Game is also brought to you by Yeti Earthworks, Deerwood Bank, Ray Sport and Cycle, Taco John's, and Guy Claremont Financial Advisors.
You know, Niles, even on that shot, just very calm in the net. You'd think after flying around the net like he's had to do, he'd be a little bit, you know, kind of itchy in the net, and he's not at all.
Long shot in, goes behind the Grand Rapids net. Roloff to get it there. He backhands it near side. Up the boards. Davis feathers it off the boards, but a little bit too far, as couldn't find Mortensen. Will have an icing call on the Thunderhawks. 2-1, Grand Rapids, a power play goal early at the 1:02 mark to cut this Minnetonka lead at half. Off the face-off, Grand Rapids controls with Henke. Henke off the boards, gets it out to center. Davis applying the forecheck against Stout. Stout comes near side, gets a return pass, now plays catch with Hupka. And Sheets out to center ice. Sheets cuts to the middle, puck right out in front, rebound. That was blocked by Stauffer with an open net. Gunderson didn't have his stick for a bit, does now as the puck comes back out to center, and that will do it. Minnetonka comes close in the final 30 seconds, but they fail to extend their lead. It's a 2-1 Minnetonka lead after 2 periods. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
As our daylight hours get shorter and the rain and snow fall, our headlights and wipers become very important. CarQuest has a twin-pack Silver Star headlights by Sylvania and Rain-X Advantage Maximum Performance wipers. Save $15 after mail-in rebate. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Hey, Lake Country Power members, it's Tammy here to tell you about huge savings with our off-peak space heating, water heating, and EV charging programs. You could save nearly 50% on energy costs with electric thermal storage systems by Steffes, Marathon water heaters by Rheem, or slash your transportation costs with our overnight off-peak electric vehicle charging program. Call Lake Country Power to find out more.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, facing our toughest challenges head on, believing that together we can build something better and take care of each other, because this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Essentia Health is where you belong. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org.
My name is Nate Lloyd, and I am VP of Business Banking at Grand Rapids State Bank. I was born and raised in Grand Rapids, so this community means a lot to me. For generations, Grand Rapids State Bank has been one of the strongest supporters of the community. One of the great things about helping our customers is seeing the impact it has on both them personally and professionally, and seeing that impact on a global basis is very rewarding. I'm Nate, and I work at Grand Rapids State Bank.
The Grand Rapids State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
At Jimmy John's, we want your sandwich to arrive freaky fast, so it's freaky fresh. So we only deliver within 5 minutes of our stores, and not farther. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com. 5 minutes is not a guaranteed delivery time. Actual delivery times will vary.
Between periods 2 and 3, it's a 2-1 Minnetonka lead. Grand Rapids scoring the only goal of the period in just over a minute in on the power play with Will Stauffer getting the goal. And then this game got fast.
Yeah, this game did get fast, and hats off to Grand Rapids. I thought they had a really good period, and they had some good opportunities and played with the speed. And, Minnetonka they're a really good hockey team, and the success that they're having isn't because of something Grand Rapids is doing wrong. They're just a very good team. So hats off to Grand Rapids for sticking in this, and this is going to be a good battle for the win here in the next 17 minutes.
Well, and Grand Rapids kind of got into the track meet a little bit, but they didn't allow the Minnetonka forecheck to get to them as much that period. They were able to break out of the zone more cleanly. Yes, Minnetonka had come back on the rush, get good chances, but not spending extended time in your own zone was good.
No, and that's a great point. Yes, Minnetonka did get some grade A quality chances that Miles was able to make saves on, but like you said, it went back the other way. Minnetonka is trying to score off of the rush, and when in the first period they were scoring by sustained forecheck with the exception of the 2-on-1 goal, but they were getting a lot of chances because they were having good zone time. Their zone time was probably 50-50 here. Yep. Minnetonka just was a little bit more efficient off the rush.
2-1 Minnetonka after 2 periods. We'll take a break, come back with our Dr. Lee Jess between periods summary. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Hi, this is Steve from Rapid Garage Door and Awning, your local garage door expert. Whether you're building new or remodeling, we have top quality residential and commercial garage doors and openers from names you can trust, like Clopay, North Central, and LiftMaster. From installation to parts, we have the products, skill, and competitive pricing you are looking for. We listen to your needs, find a solution, and stand behind our work to ensure your satisfaction. You can reach us at 218-326-1333 and at rapiddoor.com.
The Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on your way to Lake of the Woods and all lakes and rivers in between. What's at the Winnie Trading Post? Groceries, gas, live bait and tackle, propane, Tykes Meats, and automotive needs. The Winnie Trading Post, 12 miles north of U.S. Highway 2, located at the junction of Highway 46 and Winnie Dam Road. Find the Winnie Trading Post on Facebook.
Taco John's Family Pack in a Pound is here to feed the fam on a budget. But with 4 soft-shell beef tacos, 2 beef meat and potato burritos, and a full pound of crispy potato olays, they could also be the Girls' Night Pack in a Pound, or the Let's Make a Pit Stop Pack in a Pound, or even the Everyone Take 5 Pack in a Pound. For just $19, it's a deal, no matter who you call family.
The Family Pack in a Pound, only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download the app, earn free food.
Would you look at that snow on the driveway?
Santa, that driveway is full of snow and has enough for you to land on.
Yes, but they need to get that plowed eventually, or little Rudolph will get lost in it.
Santa, I'm going to call Yeti Earthworks. They not only do plowing, but they do salting, sanding, and snow removal.
Yeti Earthworks does it all.
Visit YetiEarth.com. Residential or commercial snow plowing. Let them get to work for you.
It's time to drop the puck on the best home deals in the Northland. Wayne Roskus here, sales rep for Eisman Homes in Cohasset. We are here so you can score the best deals of the season. Don't get a 2-minute penalty for holding off on visiting Eisman Homes' brand new location. Manufactured and modular homes are always your best shot at realizing the home of your dreams. For the best game plan, team up with Eisman Homes. The biggest save will be on your investment at Eisman Homes of Cohasset. Your home now.
When you're looking for a realtor, you want to look for somebody that has experience. They have knowledge of contracts and the process.
The market's drastically changed, and you need a professional that's been through a lot of other homes in our marketplace to understand the true value.
And using a realtor is important, but they're, again, not any realtor. I said there's a night and day difference between different realtors. And
it's just so important to get it right the first time.
Work with the best. Coldwell Banker Northwoods, Itasca's real estate leader.
2-1 Minnetonka after 2 periods, and the between periods summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess, caring for your family's dental and oral health, proudly supporting the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team, wishing them a winning season. Not a lot for stats, just a lot of action that period, Grant.
A lot of action, not very many stats. Shots 11-3 in favor of Minnetonka. Minnetonka, a 2-period total of 32. Grand Rapids, a 2-period total of 7. And Will Stauffer scoring the power play goal with an assist from Luka Roloff and Hayden Davis. Big timely goal and a great goal by Grand Rapids. I like what Luka did. He pulled it all the way over to the wall and gave it back to Will, and Will pulled the trigger. Back of the net it goes.
Block 6-2 in favor of Rapids, hits 14-11 Rapids. Face-off wins, Grand Rapids wins 10 out of 15, which someone dropped skate guards right by the boards there.
Appears that way.
Yeah, it does. And scoring chances, 1 for Grand Rapids, they buried it, and 4 for Minnetonka. And the reason this game is as close as it is, look no farther than Miles Gunderson in net. He's had save after save and has kept Minnetonka at bay. But Grand Rapids only giving up 11 shots as opposed to 21 in the first.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously, you can't give up 21 shots in the first. I mean, that's a little bit of Minnetonka being really good and a little bit of not moving your feet and throwing the puck a little bit too much. You know, but I think, like, if you really break it down, Miles Gunderson has no doubt he's stolen 4 goals.
Right.
I mean, that's a 6-1 game right now. Right? Now, you know, whether Grand Rapids comes back and wins or not, Minnetonka lives to fight another day and has another 12, 10 games left in the season. Where that becomes an issue, though, is in the playoffs. When you're playing a playoff team and there's a goalie doing that, you start to pucker a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And those teams that are supposed to win, no one told the opponent that they were not to show up. You know,
exactly. And that is your between period summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess, caring for your family's dental and oral health.
Hi, this is Alex, and my mom and dad are Brandy and Gabe Miskowicz, proud owners of the Dutch Room. Did you know that the Dutch Room has been a part of this community since 1974, and that we are known for the best pizza, burgers, and wings in town? Did you also know that the Dutch Room has big screen TVs, a pool table, game room, and a party room? The Dutch Room in Grand Rapids, the best place to eat and spend time with family and friends. Come check us out.
Third period underway. Minnetonka a 2-1 lead here at the IRA Civic Center. Puck goes into the Minnetonka zone. Nelson leaves it there. Yeah, Stout forechecked up by Gavin Forrest. And now a long pass ahead goes just past Moore into the Grand Rapids zone. No icing called. Now Mortensen will gain the line. Puck back out to center. Probably a good idea there by by Drennan to leave it go.
I would think so. That could have been too many men on the ice. I think Grand Rapids believes. They came out pretty guns a-blazing. Gavin Forrest with the hit and the big man Hayden Davis throwing a big body out there. That's what they're going to need to get through this period.
Was talking to Grand Rapids, grandparent actually, between periods. Said, yeah, Hupka's 6'4", Moore's 6'6". So I've seen college teams that are smaller than this.
Yeah, the Moore kid is fun to watch.
Yeah, I guess University of Minnesota commit.
Oh, he is already, yeah. Well, good pickup for them.
Luke Gary out to center ice, tapped into the Grand Rapids zone. Goes in behind Gunderson. Now Bauer Murphy. Murphy gets a return pass with a little bit of room, gains the line, tries to go in, runs over Clares, but unable to keep the puck. And Murphy, that's busting your backside. Got all the way back and broke up the rush the other way.
Great job getting back, because that could have been a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1 real quick.
Henke keeps it in. Goes to the far side. Krebsbach moves it up the boards as Minnetonka will gain center ice. Lunsky out in front. House joining the rush and can't get the shot on net. Robbie House goes over a stick and takes a little tumble. Long shot in, turned aside easily by Gunderson. 2-1 Minnetonka on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Here's Robbie House for Minnetonka against the Rapids line. Tries to cut in around Shermone. Shermone shows that he's played a little defense and cuts that off of the wall.
Will Shermone has been a good addition to the lineup. He brings some skill and some smarts, and he's able to make some plays out there.
Long shot, would have been icing, but rolls in on net. And quickly coming back is Hupka. Hupka stopped at the line. Gavin Forrest can't get it out. Comes down low now to Schultz. Schultz back to the point, goes past everybody down the ice. Having to retreat forward is Stout. Stout taken into the boards. Okay, he outweighs Gavin Forrest by what? 45 pounds at least?
Gavin doesn't care about that. He just wants to play hockey. He just wants to play and work hard.
Angle shot kicked all the way outside, back to the blue line by Gunderson. Puck played past Moore and out to center. The more I watch him, the more he reminds me of Jack Burnson.
Yeah.
A lot the same build and a lot the same fearlessness with that build.
Jack was fearless, there's no doubt about it. He was a tough little kid.
Puck comes out to center, stopped there by Holzer. 2-on-1, late 2-on-1, and a great job by Bauer Murphy to not let anything develop.
It's a great job by Bauer. He kind of went after the hands a little bit there, so he wasn't able to slide it over.
Now Drennan puts it into the Minnetonka zone. After it is Garski. Losing an edge was Holzer as the Thunderhawks try to gain possession. Garski tries to center it and it goes off a stick. And out to center ice now comes Luke Gary. Gary for the Skippers. Into the zone. Shot goes wide of the net. So quick. That was Luke Gary to Gavin Gary. I suppose they're related.
Great release for the shot there. Nice and quick. And Minnetonka's transition has been really good too. It's been really clean and fast.
Shot right on, and Gunderson holds on with the glove. We'll have a face-off in the Grand Rapids zone. 2-1 Minnetonka. 12:24 left in the third. Bringing you this game, Coldwell Banker, Northwoods Realty, Essentia Health, Northern Star Co-op, Cenex, Grand Rapids Dental Care, and Sammy's Pizza, Grand Rapids. Face-off won by Minnetonka. Working behind the net is Sand. Thunderhawks, coming at you. A little higher, and you would have had to move quickly, Mr. Clafton.
I would. I'm so cold. I see that. Those people have heaters. That's why they're able to move.
We're still on. I have a little electric heater out in my car. I should have brought in for you.
I will be making a complaint to Dale Anderson after this game.
To the point, puck kept in there by Robbie House. 2-1 Minnetonka, 12:09 to go third. Matinee hockey action here at the IRA Civic Center. Shot doesn't get through. Gunderson tries to flip it up the boards. That doesn't happen. Now Shermone, he'll get it out to center. Retreating forward is Danny Clares for the Skippers. Goes D to House. Long pass ahead to Krebsbach, tipped into the Grand Rapids zone. Bauer Murphy back to get it. Murphy off the boards to Shermone. Shermone watched there by Schultz. Hayden Davis can't get it ahead. Now Kyle Henke goes cross ice. Bauer Murphy gains the line to Hayden Davis. Davis tries to power his way in, taken away by Robbie House. Sneaking in was Mortensen.
Hand pass.
And we get a hand pass. called on the Thunderhawks on Blaine Mortensen. 11:16 to go. Minnetonka kind of gone into a little bit defensive mode. They're still counterpunching, but they're kind of protecting the lead here.
They are a little bit, and that was a good opportunity for Grand Rapids. Had the hand pass not been called, Yavin Forrest bringing it out with a 2-on-1 to the net with Hayden Davis going to the net, and that's...
I like that combo.
I do too.
Face-off won quickly by Minnetonka. Shot goes well wide. Back to the point to Hupka. Hupka keeps it in. Comes to Moore. Leaves it go to now Grand Rapids. Something going. 3-on-2 if they hurry. On the far side. Shot doesn't get through from Davis. Forward, the center able to get back and make that a 3-on-3. Grand Rapids had a little bit of room. Now coming in, Hupka's shot hits a stick and goes into the netting. 10:45 to go, still a 2-1 Minnetonka lead.
Minnetonka has been really good off of the faceoffs, not just in just running plays, but if you watch their wings off of every faceoff, they're in there helping, and it's why they're coming up with the puck a lot of the times, even if it's not won cleanly.
Garski and Gavin Gary, exactly as you said, long shot, and I have no idea how Gunderson saw that, but he swallows it up for the faceoff.
The two wingers just collapse right to the puck, and it's pretty good, and they're having a lot of success off of it, getting control. There it is again.
Comes back to the point. Yeah, it's basically a draw that's a draw, but the winger coming in gets it. Quick shot, great pad save by Gunderson. Some games that'd be the save of the game. Long shot doesn't get through, another shot.
Was that saved?
I am not sure. I was waiting to see what you knew. That one doesn't get through, blocked by Garski. There's been 3 blocks in this sequence as Minnetonka still with possession. That shot tipped over the net. Thunderhawks, they need to just get this puck out of the zone or get a face-off because they are gassed right now.
They are.
Long shot, blocker save. Drennan gets there it is. Drennan gets to it and shoots it down the ice for the icing.
Kyler Miller does a lot of things well, but one of the unsung hero things that he does is he's in the shot lane a lot, which, you know what, that's competing.
Grand Rapids State Bank, Riverwood Healthcare, Rapid Garage Door and Awning, and Heisman Homes also bringing you this game. Off the face-off. That time, Will Shermone took the winger and made it a draw all the way back.
I think that's what you got to do. You got to engage with your guy and don't get beat off the wall. And make that center win it free and clear.
Puck comes to the point, doesn't get out. Gunderson doesn't have a stick. That's happened about 4 times tonight. Puck back to the point. Krebsbach keeps it in. Krebsbach cruises to the near side. Gunderson still without a stick. 9:11 to go. Working for it now is Lunsky. Lunsky back to Krebsbach behind the net. Someone gave Gunderson his stick. Nice job by the defense on that side. I believe that was Bauer Murphy who got it to him. Now Robbie House, shot, pinballs around, goes wide. Again out in front. Shermone gets the block. Krebsbach taken into the board. House pinches in. Lunsky covers for him at the point. Puck still down low. Quick shot. Save by Gunderson. Dulong able to push it just out to center. Try to go quick to Lunsky. Lunsky coming in. Shot. Saved by Gunderson. Pulls it down with the trapper. Headed for the top corner.
You know what? That's a survival shift by Grand Rapids, and that was a really good job by them. Will Shermone took one right in the chest there from House, and he couldn't get off the ice and continued to battle, and that's what you want to see.
Puck comes outside the Grand Rapids zone. Hupka on the far side. Long shot in behind the Grand Rapids net. Stauffer to get it. He's the Grand Rapids goal scorer. Comes back to the point. Kept in by Stout. Spin around, shot goes just wide. Gunderson didn't know where it was. It came up the slot. Unable to get it out was Forrest.
This is zone time now. This is where Grand Rapids could run into trouble here because you get tired playing defense, and they've been playing a lot of it.
Shot turned aside by Gunderson, and the shot's mounting up too. That's what happens when you're running around in your own zone.
Yeah.
And Grand Rapids will again ice the puck and live to fight another day. 7:34 to go, but you got to get some zone time. You're still down 1.
Yeah, I'll say this about Minnetonka, and you don't see a lot of high school teams do this, so they clearly practice this, but you see their forwards. If they can't use the point or if they can't break through, they control that puck and they use the back wall. And in high school, that's a pretty good play, because a lot of kids get time and they're not making plays and they don't know what to do with it and they just throw it. But these guys are doing it with a purpose.
Out to center, long shot in. Gunderson gloves it, leaves it for Kyle Henke. Henke goes to Murphy. Murphy outside of the zone. Puck at neutral ice, shot back into the Grand Rapids zone. Gunderson leaves it there for Henke again. Henke up the wall to Miller. Miller takes a hit from Hupka. Coming back the other way is Luke Gary. Gary has the puck taken away by Bauer Murphy. Murphy controls it, and with a little bit of speed through center. Grand Rapids possible 3-on-2. Cutting in is Murphy, tries to center it, doesn't connect. Now here's Burrows, Hagen Burrows. Comes into the slot, tries to square up, now goes around. Puck out front, comes back to the point. Long shot, goal.
Total screen.
Yep, Gunderson never saw it, went top corner. On a shot from the point, will give the goal to Danny Pasqua, senior defenseman, his second goal of the year. It's 3-1 Minnetonka. And yeah, you could see, and it was actually a screen by a Grand Rapids defenseman.
Yeah, it was.
And Gunderson was like, come on, let me see those,
Yeah, that puck had eyes and unfortunately kind of beat Miles. But, I mean, that's what happens when you're in the zone for 9 minutes.
Puck in the Grand Rapids zone, and this is, with the amount of scoring chances Grand Rapids has been getting or not getting, a long high mountain to climb here against the Skippers with 6:03 left and a 3-1 deficit on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Shot in, Gunderson says it's easy when I see it. Yeah, loves it and holds it. Rest of our sponsors, the Dutch Room, Mad Dog's Pizza, Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, the Timberlake, Atchison Tire, Nooch's in the Corner, and Chandler and Cushel Agency. Off the face-off, Blaine Mortensen gets it in his own zone, able to avoid a check. Stick handles into the Minnetonka zone. You know, that was a nice rush, but at some point you got to involve your line mates.
Yeah, you got to move it.
As Forrest tips it in, goes in after it. Claire's there first. Claire's tries to move it up the boards. Hayden Davis fights for it as the Thunderhawks can't dig it out. Claire's far side to Schultz. Schultz shot over the net. Moore finds it. Moore tries to make a move, and Gavin Forrest had it in his skates but couldn't control it. 5:07 to go. 3-1 Minnetonka lead. They've had the only goal in the third. Pasqua from Lunsky, who has a 2-point night. Roloff turns away from the forecheck. Tried to hit Garski, but just missed him. Now here's Stauffer. Stauffer has the puck taken off his stick, and now out to center comes Garski, tries to poke it ahead. Now gets it deep into the Minnetonka zone, comes right on net, and Nelson gloves it and holds it.
First shot on period.
It is. Shots are, well, if they give him a shot on that.
Might have been going high.
Yeah, shots now 45-7, so 13-0 right now this period. You're not going to come back getting outshot like that in the third.
Well, you definitely have to have a shot to score. I do believe that.
Last I checked. Puck backhanded out to center, and I think we're going to have a little bit of, and Miller getting in a little bit of a brouhaha back behind the play with Hupka. That started about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's just some frustration there, roughing on both players.
And I think, you know, if Hupka doesn't take retaliatory, I think they had a Minnetonka power play ready to roll, and then he took a swipe at Miller's mask at the end.
Good opportunity to even it up.
So dueling roughing minors, 4:14 to go on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard, 3-1 Minnetonka. Letting you know that video this period brought to you by S&S Meats. And, you know, remember S&S Meats for all of your meat needs, whatever you need for a special meal, specially aged Black Angus bone-in prime rib, double smoked ham, and so much more. And I have a couple, some people gave me an S&S gift card for a Christmas present. I'm going to use it.
Lucky guy.
Yeah, there you go. My wife's picking out which meat bundle we're supposed to get, so I just let her know. And after all that, Grand Rapids actually going to get a power play.
Wondering what that second one is for.
I don't know, but McCuskey goes off. So it is a Grand Rapids Police Department power play. Grand Rapids.
Curious to know if it's a bench penalty.
Yeah. So the Thunderhawks get a Grand Rapids Police Department power play. They remind you to hug your kids at home, belt them in the car. Puck slides across in front of the net to the open wing. Mortensen picks it up, comes back to the blue line, goes rink wide for Bauer Murphy, throws it in front, comes back to Stauffer, Stauffer back to Murphy. Murphy finds Mortensen, his shot, hits the defense and goes into the corner. Stauffer almost keeps it in. It trickles outside the zone.
I couldn't hear what that extra penalty was for. I thought I heard double minor, but that wouldn't, I don't think you would have another guy serve that penalty though, would you?
No, I don't think so. As Stauffer works his way into the zone. Stauffer takes a shot right on, and Gunderson was looking for the rebound, didn't quite get it. Puck goes down the ice, just a little ahead of Moore. Played to the far side. Drennan picks it up at the red line, shovels it in. House back to get it, rings the boards. Stauffer keeps it in quickly. Backhanded down low by Gus Drennan. 2:52 to go. Thunderhawks on a power play, trailing 3-1. Now here's Bauer Murphy. Murphy gains the blue line. Puck poked off his stick. Shot goes just over the net. That was Caleb Gunderson. Wraparound out front. No goal. Net was off.
Net was plenty off, but it came off. It almost kind of looked intentional there on the goaltender.
Caleb Gunderson pleading his case. He was the one who buried the rebound, wasn't it?
Unfortunately, he has no case.
Yeah,
because the net was quite a bit. I went off, and then it got shifted back kind of on its own, and definitely the right call by the referee.
21 seconds left in the Grand Rapids power play. They trail 3-1 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Mortensen gets kicked out of the face-off circle. Puck behind the Minnetonka net. Comes to Moore, who shoots it down the ice. 15 seconds left in the Grand Rapids power play. After it is Austin Schultz. Schultz picks it up, rags it all the way back to Stout. And Stout shoots it down, and that'll do it for the Grand Rapids power play. Came close. Would have made for an interesting last 2 minutes.
It would have.
Now Mortensen. Mortensen tries to cut in front. Puck comes off his stick. Mortensen gets it back to Stauffer. Oh. Just goes off of Gavin Forrest in front and goes wide.
Oh, it kind of hit the side of the net.
Back to the point now to Roloff. Roloff shot right in on Nelson, and he makes the save. Thunderhawks putting a little buzz here right at the end, as now they let Kyler Miller out.
They also let 7 out too. 17 is still in the box.
So that must have been a double minor.
I think it was.
On him, on Hupka. So Grand Rapids unable to score on the power play. We get a Grand Rapids timeout. With 1:50 to go, Grand Rapids, hey, I don't know that you would say they played the top team in the state even, but they have played them well.
They did play them well. They played them efficient, and they've been in the game the entire time. And, you know, like, you're a bounce away, and there's been some close calls for Grand Rapids as far as tying this thing up.
And I would say Minnetonka did come out and really play a great, first 10 minutes of that third period. They just smothered Grand Rapids.
Up until the penalties, I think they were pretty much controlling. And, you know, I don't think Grand Rapids got their first shot until about 4 minutes to go in the period.
So a timeout fight by Grand Rapids, 1:50 to go. So we'll see if Grand Rapids, they are not pulling their, well, yes, they are pulling the goaltender. It's a double-edged sword here. I get it. I think it's the right play, but the way Minnetonka gets to the puck and controls the puck is a long time to play without your goalie.
There is, but, you know, it's time for Grand Rapids to pick up the pace.
Off the face-off, rolls in on Kaiser Nelson, who makes the save and holds on. Stay tuned after the game. We will have our Culver's post-game interview and our wrap-up and Greater Insurance 3 stars. Grand Rapids net empty, back to the point, quick shot, doesn't get through. Thunderhawks trying to pinch in, it'll come out to center and roll off. Picks it up there, goes to the far side, Grand Rapids sweeps it in. Going after it is Hayden Davis. At the half wall, puck bounces toward the front of the net, now out to center, and Will Stauffer has to come back to get it. Stauffer over to Roloff to Stauffer in front of his own empty net. Nice pass ahead to Mortensen. Mortensen, stick handles in, back to the point. Shot right on, rebound, scramble for it. And now it'll come out to center ice.
That was tipped too, that was a really nice tip in front.
Long pass, they say no icing. Bauer Murphy comes in to apply pressure. What do we, that just go out of play?
Looks like it, yeah.
52.5 seconds left. Grand Rapids trailing 3-1. Mortensen. Puck tied up, comes back to Stauffer at the point. Stauffer flips it in deep. Now here's Henke. Henke back to the point. Stauffer looking for room. Tries to go backdoor to Henke. And now puck out to center. Room in front, and a shot and a goal by Ashton Schultz for the 4-1 lead, and that'll wrap it up. But Grand Rapids had a couple cracks at it with the goalie out.
They did have a really good opportunities there, and you know, I think that right there is just a lesson learned. When you have when you're on the extra attacker, I think you just got to make sure that you're throwing it to areas where you have numbers and keep it out of that box, because anything that gets picked off goes back the other way, and that's kind of what happened there.
So a 4-1 Minnetonka lead with 31 seconds left. Scheiman goes the other way, puck behind the Moorhead net as it comes into the corner. Garski can't find it as Holzer gets it out to center. Puck into the Grand Rapids zone with 6 seconds left. Scheiman behind his own net goes to the far side. 1 second and that'll do it as the Thunderhawks fall to Minnetonka. The Skippers go to 8-1 on the season. Thunderhawks fall to 8-4. Final score 4-1. We'll take a break. When we come back, Grant's on his own while I get the Culver's post-game interview. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
If you're looking for a one-stop shopping destination while traveling through Deer River, or if you're a long-term area member, the Northern Star Cenex Travel Center is here to serve you. They offer 24-hour fueling of high-quality, top-tier Cenex gasoline in 3 grades: unleaded, super unleaded, and non-oxygenated premium. On the diesel island, they offer highly rated Cenex Roadmaster Premium Diesel for on-road users and dyed diesel fuel for off-road jobs, plus propane for your grilling and RV needs. It's all at Northern Star Cenex in Deer River.
When it comes to vehicle repair, you want the job done right. Look no further than Mackley Auto Repair. Mackley's work is guaranteed for 12 months or 12,000 miles. Let Mackley's ASE certified mechanics take care of your brakes, tune-ups, diesel repair, and battery testing. Mackley Auto Repair is your full-service shop specializing in electrical diagnostics. Get back on the road quickly with Mackley Auto Repair, downtown Coleraine.
A chubby little snowman had a carrot nose. Along came a bunny, and what do you suppose? That hungry little bunny, looking for some lunch, grabbed that snowman's nose, nibble, nibble, crunch. Looking for something to nibble on this holiday season, head to S&S Meats, where we have everything you need for your celebrations. Everything but the bunny. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from S&S Meats.
Hey, it's Taylor from White Pine Jewelers. Let us help you with all your jewelry needs this season, whether it's repairing your family heirlooms or finding the perfect holiday gift. We have a wide selection of inventory available to us in all price ranges, and most repairs are done in-house, often with a 1-week turnaround. With nearly 40 years of experience, you can trust that we'll do our best to find or create whatever it is you have in mind. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pregame Plaza, South Grand Rapids. On Facebook and online at whitepinejewelers.com.
Like peanut butter and jelly or rain in April, hockey and dentistry go hand in hand. Some things just belong together, so it should be no surprise that GR Dental are proud to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey. From checkups and cleaning to dental implant placements and restoration, GR Dental is the winning choice for top-tier oral care. Let doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and the entire team at GR Dental help keep your smile looking its best. Call 326-3438 or find them online at grdental.com.
Enjoy some of your all-time favorites at the Timberlake. You'll find forgotten classics like liver and onions, seasoned pork chops, and smothered hamburger steak. The Timberlake offers shareable selections too, including the Timber Basket and Wings and Rings. You'll find lots of options for lighter eaters and more appetizers, including escargot. Try the pecan chicken salad or a crock of French onion soup. Something for every appetite. The Timberlake, Highway 169 South, Grand Rapids.
Back here at the IRA Civic Center, where the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks drop a game 4-1 to the Minnetonka Skippers, a top-rated team here in Minnesota, and they fit the bill of that for the majority of the game. Run through the scoring here. Minnetonka gets on the board first as number 17, Liam Hupka, able to put in a screenshot from the point. That was assisted by number 19, Hagen Burrows, and number 15, Gavin Gary. Not too much longer later, Minnetonka makes it 2-0 as Alex Lunsky puts in a nice 2-on-1 goal, assisted by number 8, Maxwell Krebsbach, and number 9, Jack Sand, and that ended the scoring in the first period as Minnetonka had a 2-0 lead. Penalties in that period. There was a penalty shot at the end of the game that was stopped by Miles Gunderson, and Hagen Burrows took that as the ref made the decision that Bauer Murphy had jumped on the puck in the crease, and that led to the penalty shot. Needless to say, Miles makes the save, no harm, no foul on that. Also, Minnetonka penalty later on in that period was Alex Lunsky, number 12, for holding. That led to a Grand Rapids power play to kick off the second period. We had Will Stoffer able to score and put Grand Rapids down 2-1, assisted by Luka Roloff. and Hayden Davis. No penalties in the second period. Shots at that point after 2 periods were 32-7 in favor of Minnetonka. That brings us to the third period here as Sheldon's back and we're playing get out of the way here as I'm trying to keep my focus here, but third period Minnetonka able to get the final 2 goals. Number 16 Daniel Pasqua, assisted by number 12, Alex Lunsky. He makes it 3-1, and then with the open netter at the end of the game, number 11, Ashton Schultz, able to seal the deal. A couple penalties in that period. Grand Rapids, Kyler Miller gets a roughing call, and Minnetonka's Liam Hupka picks up double minor, I believe, for roughing, and that was served by number 7, Jacob McCuskey. Shots to finish the game, 46-10 in favor of Minnetonka, and that should end her.
And our Greater Insurance Service 3 stars. If you're having trouble looking for a medical plan that fits your needs, you can sit down with Jeannie to go over all of your options for, number 3 star.
Oh, that's the hardest one.
Yep. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to give it to Will Stauffer. I thought Will Stauffer played a really good game. I think he's a steady Eddie every game, and I think there's been some occasions where I would have liked to see Will gotten the star a few more times listening to the broadcast, but I know that he's scored some goals. I think he's deserving of a star. I think he's a great leader, a tremendous kid, and I think he's got a good future.
And had Grand Rapids' only goal on the power play.
Correct.
Number 2.
I'm going to go with Kyler Miller. I thought he played really, really hard and competed, and I think he drew penalties that didn't get called, and I think the penalty that he got at the end of the game was just pure frustration of, I've been working hard and I'm not really getting many results, and you like to see it in the fact that it's a competitor.
And number 1 star.
Oh, that's really tough, Sheldon.
You think so?
No, I don't. I think that's Miles Gunderson.
Has to be,
without a doubt. I mean, not to take away from what Grand Rapids did to stay in this, but I mean, that's a 8-9-1 game without him.
Made some tremendous saves, especially in the second period, to keep it 2-1 and give Grand Rapids a shot going home.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, they were in the game to the end, and that's all you can ask from his position, and that's what I think is going to make them really scary at the end of the year.
Those are your Greater Insurance Service 3 stars of the game. Number 1, Miles Gunderson. Number 2, Kyler Miller. Number 3 is Will Stauffer. Insurance can be complicated with long policies, strange words, and coverage exclusions, and GIS can help you understand what's in your policy and what is not. They'll help you get the coverage you need, and if there's ever a claim, they are there to help. 327-1854. One more break, and we'll be back with the Culver's post-game interview. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, the Thunder, J105radio.com, as Minnetonka defeats Grand Rapids 4-1.
At Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aiken, our orthopedic surgeons are fellowship trained in hip and knee joint replacements and reconstruction, as well as surgeries for shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands. This means surgeons have achieved the highest level of training in their field, becoming dedicated experts in the surgeries they perform, including robotic-assisted procedures. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare. Healthcare from the heart.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand, we'll get it done. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
What does it mean to be a member of Paul Bunyan Communications? It means we invest in you. We invest in the most advanced fiber optic network available to give you access to the fastest internet speeds, now up to 10 gig. We invest in our team to give you the superior customer experience you deserve. And we invest in the latest in technology, like the free GigaZone app. On top of that, as a cooperative member, you share in our success. Are you ready for better service from a provider that invests in you? Join us today. We're Paul Bunyan Communications, and we're right here.
We all want what is best for our families. Hi, this is Nate, store manager of Super One South. At Super One Foods, we pride ourselves on fresh quality products and a clean store for you to shop in. Whatever department you are in, you will find what you are looking for, and if you can't, our dedicated team is there to help. When it comes to food, healthy choices are important for our families. At Super One Foods, we have something for everyone, and as always, it is fresh and quality. Super One Foods, proud to be a part of our community.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I am working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
On the Culver's post-game interview, Will Stauffer, the goal scorer, and Miles Gunderson, the goal preventer. Miles, I know it's a game you wanted. Talk a little bit about some of the pressure they were able to create.
Yeah, they're a good team, and I mean, some things you can do about them, and some things you could. And there were a few mistakes, but at the end of the day, I thought we played all right.
And Will, is this the fastest you guys have played all year?
Yeah, they're a fast team, and I thought we played really well against them.
Well, and I know you give up 21 shots in the first period, but then you come out on the power play. It's been a while since you scored on the power play, since anyone on the team has scored. What did that power play goal do for you?
It was good to get a goal on the power play. I think it got the team going, and that's what we needed to get going.
So Miles, what are you thinking down 2-1 between the second and third?
I was feeling pretty good. I mean, I knew the team. They were up 2-0, then we scored, so we kind of had the momentum, and we had chances, but we just couldn't bury. But it was all right.
And Will, you talk about how good they are, but in the third period, they kind of tried to take all the shots away from you. They've really played some defensive hockey.
Yeah, they're a good team. You can't lie about that. But yeah, we played good, but they just had a better outcome.
Thoughts on the first half of the season, basically, and wrapping up 2022. Just how you feel about the team right now, Miles?
I feel pretty good. We've kind of been steady, little ups and downs here and there, but mainly we've been feeling pretty steady. But I'd say going into 2023, 8-4 will be all right.
Well, and you got a big game with Duluth East coming up soon.
Yep, yeah, we do. So we got to get ready for that. And yep.
Okay, thanks, guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And that is two of our three stars of the night, Will Stauffer and Miles Gunderson, on our Culver's post-game interview. Flavor of the day is a strawberry chocolate parfait with creamy vanilla fresh frozen custard swirled with plump strawberries and chocolate cake pieces. Of course, you can always get a Butterburger to go with that. It's good supper. At least I'm good with it.
Might as well load it up.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it doesn't look like you do that too often. Looks like I do it too often. But that is your Culver's post-game interview as we wrap it up. Grand Rapids falls to Minnetonka 4-1. And any final thoughts, Grant?
No, I think it's another step in the right direction for Grand Rapids. I think, the consistent narrative is they need to find a little bit more ways to score goals. But, I mean, at this point, they're, 8-4 now? 12 games into the season. I think there's some things to shore up. Obviously, they're going to have to get a little bit better and more efficient of a power play. But I think they just have to pick their spots and realize what they are and play to their own plan. And I think that'll be the key. I think changing your systems and trying to match up against certain opponents isn't gonna do much because they are what they are. They're great goaltending, they're stingy defense, and they're low-scoring games.
And that's how they're going to have to win.
Yeah, and if you identify that and play to that and try and just be who you are, the results will be what you deserve.
4-1 your final, and that wraps it up. Next game for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks will be coming up in the new year. Not till, which is next week, so it's not long.
Yeah, so that'll be a fun game to get down to. Grand Rapids usually travels well, and should be a fun game to watch.
And let's just get you the exact date, because I was doing it
6th
by memory. January 6th, as a week from Friday, Grand Rapids heading to Duluth East, and that's the only game on the schedule for next week. That wraps it up here. Thank you to Aaron Morehart, who does our camera work. Grant Clapton, I'm Sheldon Willis, and you've been listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com. The Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. And that's not it. The Grand Rapids Thunderhawks taking on the Minnetonka Skippers, coming into town on a matinee Wednesday afternoon game at the IRA Civic Center. Minnetonka, by many accounts, the number one team in the state, at least top 3, and coming in with a 7-1 record. Grand Rapids hanging around, but Minnetonka scoring at the 9:17 mark. Liam Hupka from the point, and it was 1-0. Just 22 seconds later, Alex Lunsky on a 2-on-1 from Krebsbach and Jack Sand. It was 2-0 Minnetonka after a period with shots going 21-3 Minnetonka in the first. Grand Rapids gets their goal early in the second on the power play. Will Stauffer from Luka Roloff and Hayden Davis to cut it to 2-1. Some stellar goaltending from Miles Gunderson, and the Thunderhawks would keep it at that 2-1 mark through the end of the second period. Shots on goal 11-4 in the second for Minnetonka, but Grand Rapids just a 1-goal deficit heading into the third. But Danny Pasqua at the 10:30 mark making a 3-1, and then Ashton Schultz in the empty net to make the final 4-1 for Minnetonka as they improved 8-1 on the year. Grand Rapids dropping to 8-4. Final shots on goal 46-12 in favor of the Skippers. The 8-4 Thunderhawks now off until January 6th when they take on Duluth East at Heritage Center in Duluth. From the IRA Civic Center on Rapids Radio, I'm Sheldon Willis.